All right, we're live. We are an hour early. It's raining out. It's one of those days where it's going to be raining all day, and hey, what the heck? Um, so let me throw the link out there. Uh, there is the link. Anybody wants to come up? Come on up. Got a few questions from people during the week about different things. One of them was guy had an old roper. Oop, hold on. Just lost my internet. Wait a minute. There we go. Had an old roper tractor, changed the starter solenoid. Now it says it won't spark. Points type tractor. So I told him to check the points. He said he was going to check them. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, see who's out there. Hopefully Klaus and all the crew and everyone will be there. But this way it'll give people in the UK a little extra time. It's only 6 p.m. there instead of 7. And hey, there's Ben. How you doing, Ben? Yeah, a little early. I figured give you guys a break, and that way you don't have to spend all your prime time here and watch a little telly or whatever. And I know a lot of people go to bed a little earlier or watch television shows and stuff. I don't want to take up all the time, so I figured I would maybe a little early. It's raining out here. It's just one of those days where not too much to do. Just put out a YouTube video. But basically, it's the weekly live. Hopefully, some of the regulars will come on board, and we'll get Hank and Klaus and whoever. Yeah, usually 6:30 would be if Conker's doing it. Usually 7 your time if I'm doing it. 2:00 my time. So I'm basically hour early, half hour early. Either way, no big deal. That's all right. We'll be here for a while. I don't know what time we're going to end, Ben, but do what you got to do. No big deal. Good seeing you. We'll see if we get some of the regulars up. I know Hank was going to see his dad. I don't know if he's back home. Klaus was going to come on at the normal time. Maybe he's on. I talked to Mr. Clem. Maybe he'll come on. So backwoods, how you doing, Taylor? What's going on? Hello to everybody out there. We got about 9-10 on board right now. Hey, Artie, how's it going? Haven't talked to you in a while. Hope all is well with you. Haven't talked to you in a while. But like I said, rainy day here in New England. We got a big front of rain coming in from the southwest, I think it is, coming up. It's going to be raining till tomorrow, so it's going to be a wet day. Blew out the gutters the other day to make sure everything is cool. Everybody's saying hello. Hello, hello, hello. But got a few videos I'm working on. That K321 is going together. I got another K321 that had the mouse damage. A lot of guys commented on that. That was a huge mouse nest in there, and the urine literally rotted the aluminum in such a way or oxidized it. It locked the flywheel to the bearing plate. So the flywheel wouldn't turn at all. Took it apart. Man, that was nasty, smelly, all that stuff. So, hey, Sparky, how you doing? Yeah, so we did that, getting that back together. That guy's asking for that tractor back. But we'll see. I'm on vacation this week, so hopefully we can get some stuff done around the house, finish up some engine work, but more importantly, get some work on the house done. Hello, Mr. Wiley. How you doing? No rain there, but you may get it depending on how it works its way across. I don't know if it's going to be just straight through Connecticut or if it's going to go to the right and hit Rhode Island, but it's not bad rain. It's rain, but it's not torrential, but it's wet, so it's enough where you really can't work outside, that's for sure. So everybody's saying hello. We'll see if some of the regulars are visiting coming up. Haven't talked to you in a while, Sparky. Hope all's well with you and Joe. But I think, what do we got? Hank in the basement. Boom.
Yeah, bird, huh?
Yeah, just it's not pouring, but it's raining pretty good here. How about your way?
Nothing yet.
Yeah, no, it's been raining for about an hour here, probably.
Really?
So yeah. So
well, there is that fine line between. I was looking at the green, and there's that fine line between no rain and rain. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Tommy, how you doing?
Hello, everybody in the chat.
Yeah, what's it look like now? Let's see. It's a weird front too, the way it's coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 o'clock is when I gotta go get my eyes examined, and then I gotta go to my dad's after that. So
Yeah, so it's just below you.
yeah, just below. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like it might be going to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Spock, what's going on, Spock?
Parky.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Haven't seen you in a while. Oh yeah. How's everything with you and Joe?
Give me 1 second. I've just got something going on in the background, so don't worry. It won't let me do it. It's Chrome's been playing up for the days now, trying to get it sorted with Chrome. It keeps not letting me press the X. Pain in the neck.
Interesting.
Anyway, I hope everyone's well.
Yeah. Who got married, Spark?
My brother-in-law, Joe's brother.
Yeah, cool.
If you want to laugh. We've been married 13 years, and we got to the caravan because we booked a hotel. They said cancel the hotel, go into a caravan. But guess what the caravan had?
What's that?
2 single beds only.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good for a person my size and marriage, you know what I mean? And then I took over 600 photographs. Yeah, it was pretty all right. I mean, everything's fine. You're right, Hank, everyone in the thing. But yeah, no radio until November. I've been off it now.
Oh, wow.
I have been well enough. I've just been diagnosed with asthma a week a bit ago.
Uh-oh.
So I've got asthma and I've got some other things. Hello, Ben, Jason, everyone. So yeah, 2nd of November, I'm back on the radio. But yeah, I've been really poorly with it, and I can't get rid of it. Whatever it is I've got me, it's got me. So
hey,
yeah.
how's Scotty and AJ? Haven't talked to those guys.
I haven't seen them. I haven't had a chance. I literally haven't been on the computer. I've just not had the chance to get anything. It's just been so manic at the moment with everything at the moment. So, yeah, but like I said, I've been trying to get things done because you know about Zippo, don't you?
Yeah.
He's been backwards and forwards on the emails. I mean, like I said, I've been speaking to him, and that's realistic. I've not spoken to anybody, but yeah, I've had that much on this past few weeks.
Yeah, it's been kind of slow here. We haven't really been doing even with the chats and stuff. It hasn't been too busy, you know. Maybe in the winter months it'll get better, but
it's just getting not quite funny, but it's getting really, really, really frustrating. The government's getting RC, the weather's getting RC, and it's just like the weather UK at the moment. So yeah.
Hey, there's a star. Ian, how you doing, Ian?
Hey, Ian. Just been watching your video earlier. So yeah, it's a good video, that one. One day you're gonna have to get in that shed. That shed's gonna go boom. You can guarantee it. You can't. It's like a Pandora's box.
Hey, that's the only one shed. He's got a couple more.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What's that?
He's screwing around again.
Hey, what do you mean?
Hey.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
Who's there? Hey, speaking of the devil. Ian. How's it going?
It's Ian. Hello, Ian.
Whoa, we got some strange sound effects going on here. What's happening there?
I think Sparky got kicked in the groin.
Hey,
Now we got John Clem. Yeah. What's up there, Ian? How you doing?
Well, I'm fine. I'm getting some really weird feedbacks coming on here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you've been putting out some content, Ian.
I have, yes. And first of all, hi, gents, and thanks for having me on. Am I okay to you lot? Because here I'm very laggy.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, a little choppy, but not too bad. Not too bad.
Okay. It's his shed. It's going to go boom in a minute. Watch it. With him in it, you know what I mean?
Was it just the Wi-Fi?
I'm scared of moving in here. I honestly am. I really have to learn to say no.
Oh, yeah. Did you get rid of that fire, by the way?
Which fire?
The fire with a little chimney pot and that.
That was only yesterday, so no, it's still in the back of the car. I don't know what to do with it. I shouldn't have picked it up.
You can make a barbecue out of it. You'd be well away.
Are you still making your Piggly Wigglies and all that stuff?
I am. It's now becoming, strangely enough, it's now becoming the season to do that. Cold weather. You think nobody wants these, but they buy them for Christmas.
Sure.
Give them as presents. So I'm now just about to dive into that lot, but
You got a lot of raw material to make them, or what?
way too much.
I was gonna say you had a bunch of tanks a while ago.
Yeah.
I still have. They're stored somewhere. Not here. The wife says no.
Has there been any other competition with you and your three buddies over there, where you do your little competition to make something?
No, I don't know. We all seem to be very, very busy at the moment. Back at corner, Vince, he's bought himself a 1927 Ford Model T truck.
Yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so he's doing that up. Huey, well, Huey's doing things, but he's changed from one internet provider to another, and they've said it'll take a month.
Oh, sugars.
They've actually got to dig a trench and put fiber cable in, so he's out the scene.
Wow.
Guido, of course, he's busy.
Hey, John.
He's making furniture for his family and friends.
Yeah.
I miss Guido's got some pretty good videos, that's for sure.
He really has. I do like Guido. He's silent, calm, cool, collected until he's talking to me, and then I wind him up something rotten.
Yeah, has he had a weekly chat in a while? I haven't seen him.
No, we have a weekly chat.
Yeah.
The four of us, we chat every week, once a week. But me, I'm just getting snowed under.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, Briggs, what are you up to, Briggs?
But in the scrap business,
Yeah.
What's that? Going
then-
car shopping.
you know.
Where else?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens to you guys with the in the UK? It's the onset of winter. How do you go on with all your lawn mowing?
Yeah, but don't you guys cut till like almost Christmas time over there?
Do we hell? No.
It's wet at the moment in Cornwall.
Yeah.
And it's wet up here up north as well.
Yeah.
Well, I like up north. I don't mind it. Better fish and chips than down here.
You know, if that pile gets any bigger, you're gonna get crushed. I mean, can you possibly put any more in that shit, little whatever it is?
Sound like this very shortly.
I can. I've got a bit of space here and there. I can fit a bit more in.
I bet you can.
Hey, Klaus.
I don't want to do. We've got things actually propped up now on bits and sticks. You know, it's getting precarious in here.
Very, very tight.
I just need a period of. I just need COVID to happen again.
Oh, yeah.
Everything down, and then nothing's coming in, and I can deal with things.
Did you see one about the other day about that bloke finding on eBay a dresser table in the paper the other day, and he found some like papers, money, gold, and bits. It's in the paper. Yeah,
Didn't see that. No.
it was in the paper. It was about a small column. Estimated he bought the thing for £266, and he collected it. It worth about 11,000 with what's in it.
Wow. It's like when I don't know if you saw this horrible looking stuff I picked up.
Yeah. Nothing
Well,
wrong
it
with
works out. It works out. It's from Cornwall. Forester's Pottery,
Yeah.
Cornwall. And the whole set was about 30 quid. So, not big money.
Yeah. No.
Warm
Warm and sunny in Florida. You can keep it.
I don't mind the cool weather. You know, I just turned on the heat today for the first time because the house is getting like low 60s. It's like, it's a little cool.
I don't mind cold. I don't mind
Yeah,
hot.
yeah,
I just don't like wet because you can't do anything outside when it's wet.
Yeah.
Why does it rain on me?
Let's see.
Fantastic special effects there on the sound there.
Oh yeah, this is the way we are.
Oh God, what? That's out of Lost in Space.
Lost in space.
Hank, were you going to say something, Hank? I saw you.
Danger and Doctor.
You good?
Hank's fine. He's enjoying himself. He's relaxing.
Uh-oh, who did we lose?
Hank.
Oh. Mr. Clement, how you doing?
It's empty.
Hello, Bill.
Hello, John. I love John's voice. Come on, John, speak.
So yeah, so nothing's exciting, and I see Stella's taking over your as a right-hand girl, isn't she? On the night time.
Well, she's like a co-presenter, so in case I run into trouble, she can.
How is Conker? How is Conker now? Because I didn't spoke to him for a few
Yeah,
days.
he did the live last week. Yeah,
Okay.
he's doing all right. Yeah, he's
I didn't have a chance to speak to anybody.
Yeah, like I said, it's been quiet though. The past few weeks been quiet.
Yeah.
So
it's just it's one of them things really where everyone's been quiet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, hopefully the colder weather will come. More people will be doing YouTube when they're inside.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I heard today though. I guess Chicanik. I guess her husband's ill or something. She's stopped. She sold her business or something.
Wow.
Her latest video. Yeah, she said she was selling the business or doing, and they were this Thursday. They're transferring everything out or selling everything or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something about her husband Ron is ill or I watched the whole video, but something about it.
Matt.
I wish her well and him well. So
definitely, definitely.
Thoughts and prayers to them.
Well, life moves on.
Yeah. I guess they've been doing it for 12 years.
Won't be fine. Next week you've got a crisis.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the way things are at the moment, the world at the moment is gone chaotic. UK is going higher in prices. Food's going shop. Everything's going high. Life's getting high, and we're just getting shafted by a government.
I don't even want to talk about Israel. I listened to it. That just made me sick. I was like, my God.
That's a very complicated.
Very complicated.
It's a religious thing. You can't do anything about it. I don't know. I don't even want to get into it. It makes you sick just thinking about it.
It does.
I have a neighbor whose son lives there, and that's why I haven't seen him in a few days. I'm waiting to ask him, how's your son? Because he has a business over there, and he's over. I forget what they call it. It's like the Gold Coast, is nice beaches, stuff like that. So I don't know.
There's big faults on both sides.
Yeah.
The biggest fault, of course, is Hamas, which is which is an offshoot of ISIS. If you go back way back, it's an offshoot of the Brotherhood.
But
they're not interested in the Palestinians anyway, so they're just piggies in the middle.
Yeah, good thing we're not there. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean,
just. But anyway, what else is going on in your life, Ian? Anything?
I'm getting older, faster.
Definitely, I know that feeling.
Yeah, they got Saltex coming up in 3 weeks. I guess a bunch of the guys are going to go there and meet up.
Well, I was supposed to go there, but the things changed. It was a lot of change, so I couldn't get things done. It's ridiculous. So much on. It's like you can't get a 5-minute breather.
Yeah, I'd love to go. Maybe next year. We'll see.
Well, you should. You should come. You should really, because it'd be quite a good laugh.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Flying right now doesn't appeal to me. So.
Well, you can always get a boat over and be in 3 years' time.
What they say? 6 days, I think it is, to come over.
Well, it could be, yeah.
A ship. I think one of is it Mick's son and girlfriend? I think came over in a ship and visited Boston and New York and stuff like that.
That's got to be the way to travel. Go on a ship.
Yeah.
Nice and slow, easy, no stress.
Yeah, as long as it's not the Titanic,
No, definitely not Titanic.
Boy, everyone's saying hello. But anyway, like I said, nice rainy day here, just relaxing.
Yeah. Oh, so
Ben made a comment earlier. Have I fixed my webcam? Oh, my webcam was so intermittent. I'd be talking, it would go off. Come on, go off. Anyway, in a fit of PK, I just picked it up and I slung it across the room.
What was it, like a USB or Bluetooth, or what was it?
Yeah, no, USB.
Yeah, sometimes the little cheap ones are better than the ones you get on the laptop.
Well, the wires came out of it and I shoved them back in and put it back up, and it seems to be working perfectly. You just need to show who's the boss, don't you? Give it out.
Well, you've got to give it a clout with a Yorkshire hammer.
Yeah, plane's definitely faster, but
isn't that amazing though? I mean, back in the old days, so I guess that's only me and him. With valves in things, you used to have to bang them and it would reseat them and they work. But
Like the old televisions, right? They would
Yeah.
bang
Yeah.
on the side.
Stays with solid state, that doesn't do any good.
No.
Yet still, if something doesn't work,
Yeah.
you bang it, don't
Yeah.
you?
Like
The
years
valve,
ago when we were kids, that's what my father did. Give it a little bang.
Yeah.
Back to normal.
The valve amps we used to have in the old days, where you used to pull them out, just bang them on that the side. It was like wicked, and then you got it working.
Who's he? Who's his Boots Owen, Ian? Who's that guy?
He's a guy who's I'm about 8 miles. I'm just replying to Tommy there, Tommy Hanlon. Boots Owen's about 8 miles from me, not too
Yeah.
far away.
Mhm.
He's got quite a successful channel. He's kind of like a guy who throws a brick in a washing machine and it bangs itself to bits. But he's well into solar power and stuff. Now, I have a contact where I get a lot of solar inverters and broken solar panels.
Yep.
So he contacted me and kind of made friends. And every couple of months, he comes to the shed and buys all my broken shit. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy, Boots Owen.
There's some good parts in the inverters and that. There's some really good parts, and what you won't get on eBay or anything like that. You know what I mean?
I've got 4 there on the floor,
Mm.
ready to take to bits.
Hello.
Good evening.
Well,
Hobby motor.
Yeah.
what do we got
Good evening,
tonight?
Ian.
We got anything good tonight or no?
Yeah, coffee.
Coffee. Uh-oh.
Coffee.
Nothing spiked in the coffee.
Not yet.
Coffee.
Not yet.
It
Yeah.
might come later.
There you go.
So coffee, that sounds like, oh God,
Uh,
him who does them cakes on the Cake Boss.
Hey, Rich.
What's that? What's that?
The Cake Boss. I don't know. He's
Yeah.
on.
Oh, the television guy.
Yeah.
Near somewhere
Yeah.
off an island off New York,
New York. Yeah.
where all the rich live.
Oh, you
I
got to
kinda
be
like
rich to
that.
live in New York.
I like a cup of black coffee after dinner, and it's.
I can't drink it black. I have to have a little cream in it. A little cream.
Meh.
Do you know something?
No sugar though. No sugar.
When you go traveling, take Nesquik squirty cream and put it in your coffee while you're traveling. It's quite nice.
I might much rather just not have the coffee then. I hate anything sweet in coffee.
Well, I was sweet in mine. I'm a pudding person. I'm in the middle of making lemon crumble at the moment.
I mean, pudding and crumble is nice. I love that, but I want black coffee with it.
What's going on this weekend, Klaus? Anything?
Well, not much actually. My other half, she bought 2 trees I have to plant.
Yeah. What
Which
are
I
they?
sort of-
Fruit or?
Yeah, one apricot tree and one apple tree.
Oh, okay. Is this now? It's time to plant, right? Fall time.
Yeah.
What's the apple for cider?
Huh?
What's the apples for cider?
No, I don't make my own cider.
Well, I was just saying,
Yeah.
your area, you guys make just about everything in your town, right? Don't you have a little bit of everything? You have
Where I
that.
live?
Well, don't you have that? Was it the brewery or what's that thing that you?
Oh, we got a brewery, yeah, but I make my own apple schnapps.
Ooh,
Snap.
that sounds nice.
Oh, snaps, apple snaps.
Hey, Rob.
I gotta run. I gotta go. I gotta get the latest batch. It's got a super color. I'll be right back.
Oh, really?
All right, Rob, I ain't seen you for a while. I ain't been around much. I've been too far busy with a wedding, with life in general.
Yep. Waits for nobody.
But it's like I said earlier, time just passes. You get up. It's Sunday. It's Monday. The next thing it's Friday.
Yep.
And it's like, what happened in between? And then you've got a whole lot to do on the weekend, and then it's Monday and week again, and then wow.
Ooh.
Have a look at that.
Was that brandy or what is that?
No, this is apple. It's basically you take either a vodka or a plain vodka. Or
Oh,
plain-
what was that thing you showed us the other day, Cloud? Was it you that showed us with the apples and the thing? Oh, that's
This
it.
is it. This is it. Yep.
Now that's what after you've drained it and strained it, or what is that?
Yep. Yep.
Wow,
That
that's
looks
dark.
nice.
It was lighter when we saw it last. Yeah.
That's an
Yeah.
awesome decanter.
Yeah, I like the decanter.
It is, isn't it? It's handmade. What do you call it when they blow it?
blown glass. Blown
Yeah,
glass?
Yeah,
Yeah, handmade.
Nice.
I
Now,
was
what
gonna say
what is that?
Mouth
proof-wise?
made, but
What,
it's
what
one
would
of
that
those-
be? What would that be proof wise, Klaus?
I don't know, 40% alcohol.
I would say
something like
yeah.
Nice.
that. So it's really it turned out really good, and the taste pretty good. Pretty good. Nice.
I like decanters like that, the unusual shaped ones.
Now, is
Yeah,
that
and
something you drink
The,
just
nice,
as
the,
like
nice,
a
the nice thing is
cordial?
that this here is all glass. There's
Oh,
no
nice.
cover, there's nothing, so it's fitted.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now, would
So
you
it's-
drink that like a cordial, like a little sip, or do you mix it with anything, or what?
There's always some idiot's going to mix it with something, but I drink it straight.
Yeah. Now, ice or warm?
Warm.
Oh, okay.
I like my schnapps.
It's like mulled wine, you see. They like it warm here in the UK, mulled wine.
Yeah, you were saying, no, Klaus, that some people do it with vodka, some people do it with other things, or what?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter as long as it's alcohol and it's
Yeah.
around 40% and it doesn't taste of much, because otherwise it would compete with the taste of the apples. And so no, you can make it on anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it turned out quite nice. I'm going to leave it now for about a month or so in the bottle after it's been strained, and
Yeah, just in time for the holidays.
yep, exactly.
That would go very nice in this glass.
It definitely would.
I've just got some soapy water just to fill it up. So
What is that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Nice.
that's cool. Yeah.
That looks cool.
How's that made, Ian?
I've no idea. It was a Christmas present. So
Yeah.
it's just
Okay.
kind of a stormtrooper. I've got there's a set. There's a stormtrooper, a Darth Vader, and then there's a decanter as well. But it was just a Christmas present. But it's very, very thin, very, very thin glass.
Oh, what happened?
I see
Hello?
Ken. Hello, Ken.
What happened to Phil? I clicked on Phil and I lost him.
You've knocked Phil off.
No, I clicked on him to go large and I lost him. What the hell?
Oh
Sure,
no.
I saw Ken Small Engine, is that? No, not Ken.
Phil, chime back in. Let me put the link back in.
He's doing what he normally does.
Hey Rob, it's about 40%, 38, 40%, something like that.
Yeah, those are cool to see, the giant pumpkins that they grow for this time of year.
Yeah, definitely.
I just don't know what the hell they do with the ones that are 2,000-3,000 pounds. How much pie can you make?
Well, somebody was in one of our towns, was on about pumpkin and doing it out with a floodlight, an LED floodlight. Yeah.
Oh, I never heard of that, monkey. Run it through a
Yeah,
printer.
yeah, murky, but look at this. This has not been filtered. There is nothing.
Sediment, yeah, sediment and everything, yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, nice.
You're supposed to leave it with the apples for 3 months. I forgot about it, so it's been there about a year. It taste doesn't degrade over time. Apparently, it tastes quite nice.
Nice.
The stronger the better.
No, but I mean it's appley in taste, but it's not sweet.
Now, would you drink that with some type of dessert or food, or just on its own?
Yeah, you can do that as a part of a meal, or you can have it as an appetizer, or as a.
I was gonna say that would taste good with a nice pork roast.
It would, wouldn't it?
Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah. Or one of those pickled herring things we eat. That would be good too.
Oh, yeah, but do you do that only at holiday time, Klaus?
No.
No.
I had one yesterday. It was good.
But do you have it just pickled or cream sauce? What do you do?
Pickled with a. It's like a raw onions, some capers, and there's a cold curry, sort of a remoulade. Type
Oh,
of
you
thing.
eat the onions and capers and everything?
Yeah.
Huh.
And the fish and the rye bread. That stuff.
Oh,
that rye bread. That's what makes men out of boys. So
I love rye bread.
You know,
It's
to
good
go
stuff.
back to your apple thing. I mean, to get to 40%, obviously you have to distill it.
No. It's.
You're talking the base liquor?
I'll show you, Ian. Just a sec.
I think he was saying, Ian, the base liquor that you use has to be at least 40%.
Right, so you're gonna use some vodka or something.
Yeah, he said vodka.
definitely.
Schnapps, yeah.
I mean, I've seen these advertised, especially from Sweden. And it's like a kettle, and you just put your stuff in, brew it, and then you switch the kettle on, and it.
Oh, here we go. Here's the. I think you got the jar. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Now that's
But
what
the,
next year.
but the apples are they're not regular apples, Ian. They're little. They're quite sour and very very strong in taste.
Crab apples.
Yeah, probably crab apple could be. No, hold on, crab apples. No, that's different.
No,
They're
those
all
are
yellow,
sour.
right?
Yeah.
These started out as red, but the alcohol has taken away all the coloring. They're not crab apples. Hold on, let me see if I can find the right translation.
As a kid, we used to go out, and the only apple trees we could ever find to nick apples off were crab apples.
Yeah, those are sour though.
That's
Crab
so
apples
many
here.
times.
Oh, that's done.
Where are you, Briggs?
I had to go visit my neighborhood shoe store. I need a new pair of shoes. I destroy shoes.
I say it looks like a shoe store.
And that's like, yeah, it's an old-fashioned shoe store. They size you up. They measure your shoe, give you a free pair of socks with every purchase.
Yeah, my problem is I got wide feet. I got to get like triple wide. They call them.
I got size 13 feet. I have.
I can get you any size you want, Ken. I can get you triple wide, quadruple wide. Hell, I probably get some with a weight limit, a load limit, so you don't crush.
I had one pair of safety shoes I got, which is a triple wide. It looks like Bozo, the clown shoes.
It looks like it's got rice pudding, or is it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ian. I got it wrong.
Oh, don't tell Conker tapioca. Don't tell Conker that.
It's called a malice crab apple.
How do you spell it?
Malice crab apple.
Yeah,
MALUS.
Try and say that with a mouthful.
I want to speak to the guy who can get shoes. Can you get safety shoes where when you drop something on, it doesn't land on?
Yeah, that's what we have. We have composite toe or steel toe, mostly composite now.
Well, they never land on your toe cap. They always land on top of the bridge of your foot.
Yeah. But no, they do sell the ones now that are all protected, but they weigh a ton. That's the problem.
Yeah, and the tongue of the shoe is steel.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. Anyway, congratulations, Ben. 4,000 subscribers.
Wow,
Well done.
deal. I'm working my way to 5 almost.
You know, it's amazing how some channels explode and some others don't. Look at what's his name? Vice Grip Garage. He started out with like 200. Now I don't know how many he's got now, but it's a ton.
Yeah. Well, they make their living off that too, you know.
I'm coming. To do live streams in January on Kick.
What is Kick?
Kick is like YouTube, but you can get away with music and swearing and other stuff like that. So Kick's the one I'm going to be doing because basically it's easier for doing radio. So,
but Ian, you can make your own aquavit or snaps with just about anything.
You know, my only problem is if I had a bottle of base alcohol, I'd drink it before I put anything in it.
Don't do that. It doesn't taste
You
of
buy
anything.
it twice as much as you need. Yeah.
Old water tank, the old water tank, and fill it with apples and then do it that way. You can drain it down every time.
Listen, I've been drinking 12 Thailand beers that were sent to me by a subscriber, and they were hard work. They really.
It's amazing. It's amazing how many different variety beers we got now, especially with a lot of these places have these home brews, and you know, it's cool.
Yeah. Craft beer, yeah.
Yep.
But in all honesty, you know, as an appetizer or as a digestive after you've been having a big meal, any alcohol will do, right? But you can make it tasty and anything you want. Some people like them sweet, some like them bitter. I have 2 in here that are still going on its 3rd year. One was black pepper corns, and one is hops.
Wow. Black peppercorns. That would be something to taste. That would be.
Yeah. The first 2 years, horrible taste, horrible. So whenever it's horrible, it gets another year. You know, just in case.
Right. I'm going to have to skedaddle because I've just got something going on. But like I said, nice towards. They say I'm around sometime, but I'll be back in November when I'm back on normal. But I'll be back on Kick, a channel called Kick, in January, doing my radio. So yes,
Nice to see you, Sparky.
Yes,
Anyway,
I can see you.
it's been very difficult with all the problems with the family and everything. It's just life in general is getting a bit too fast.
Oh yeah, it's been one of those years, definitely.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the club.
Yeah,
All right, Spark.
and I feel like getting
What do you
90
mean one of those
years,
years? The last
93.
3 years.
Yeah,
Take
look after
care,
yourself.
Sparky.
Have fun, you lot. Take it easy.
Take it
Have
easy,
fun.
it's nice. See you, Sparky. But the nice thing comes, of course, is
Yeah.
you can all jump in and out of others' live streams, even after a few months. And, you're welcome. I've not been on here for a few months, but, you're
that's
you're
all right.
welcome. Thank you very much.
Everybody's welcome. Customer.
So Hank, you never did get to answer me. How old's your father?
It'll be 98 in January.
Wow, that's
Holy-
a good innings.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
See what you got to look forward to? You get to be a crotchety old man.
Who, me or my father?
No, I said you
No,
have to look
you.
forward to more years. Hey, how many people Hank, that's your age that act like they're 1,000? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you buy?
What are you talking about? We got 20-year-olds that they show up every week, the same people on the police website for getting arrested for something or other, and they look like they're 87 and they're really 27, 28.
Yeah.
What do you buy a 98-year-old for Christmas? God, they must have everything.
I bought him a wheelchair last week.
There you go.
Way to go,
You should
Hank.
buy a wheelchair or a bottle of good booze, right? Because something that they'll use.
Yeah.
I would say your father doesn't drink, does he? Did he
Who,
drink
my
at all?
father?
Yeah.
He used to. He was a bad alcoholic, yeah.
Oh, really?
Hey, that's the key. See, an alcoholic lives longer.
Yeah, because
pickle and
your
preserve the organs, right?
your organs are pickled, aren't they? So they won't rot as much.
There you go.
I had a neighbor when I was a kid. His name was Tony Canisa. He was right out of Italy. He had that Italian accent. And that old man was 97 years old. And everyone asked him, and they thought he should have been dead. He lived to like 104. And a couple years before he died, I asked him, what's the secret of life? He said, beer, scotch, whiskey, and sex.
In that order. Yeah.
Oh,
In that order, yes. Yep. He had 19 kids.
Wow. I guess as long as you have your faculties and you know what's going on, I just couldn't see people, that get older and can barely even talk or walk or function.
No.
It's like that's not living,
no.
Well, I don't
And
know.
if you was an animal, they'd put you down.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
If you're a human, no, you've got to suffer to
His nurses helpers, they wash his bottom, they wash.
Oh
that.
shit. Yeah, we'd like to get that at our age, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's funny though. What killed him was he just went to sleep one day and didn't wake up. He always said that's where he wanted to go.
Yeah.
Well, I do say every day you wake up breathing's a good day.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Too many people suffer the last few weeks, months with that.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Where's Conquer?
Like you said, Ian, we're humane to animals, but we're not humane to people, right? So
Yeah.
that's kind of strange. But who is it was saying someone on a stream, one of their cousins or someone does that over in Europe? It does euthanasia? Oh, is it you, Hank? Okay.
Belgium does.
Yeah.
It's my cousin, yeah, and she's that's all she does is put people to sleep. Yeah.
Wow. What is it? Yeah, what happened to Cacker? He was there, then all of a sudden, just boom.
Yeah.
I wanted to enjoy my meal with him.
I was gonna say tapioca. Just what do you put in it though, Hank? Do you put anything in it or no?
Tapioca,
No,
that took me back to school meals. Then.
But what do they call that in England instead of tapioca? They call it something else. What's the other name for it?
Yeah, they call it frog spawn.
Yeah.
But it's good.
It is good. Tapioca is good.
Yeah. That same brand you have though, Hank. They make the rice pudding too, I think.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we lost Scotty.
Yeah.
But yeah. But no rain yet, Hank, or not?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just drizzling,
Yeah, it's steady here, but not crazy like last week.
But that means no working outside for you, Kenny, or what?
I did it this morning. Then the guy picked up Aaron's push mower I fixed for him. You know, it's funny. He had it at the dealer, and the dealer told him what it would cost to get it running and serviced. And he said, nah, screw it. Just give it back to me. But he gives it back to him with no hardware. So it had no screws to hold the shroud on, no screws for the air cleaner. You know how much the hardware costs for that? I went online. It's like $20 for the 2 screws that hold the air cleaner, the special shoulder screws, and the 2 screws that hold on the shroud. So I went in my magic box of screws because I keep everything, and I found some that work. But I said to him, I said, that air filter, it's got the sponge on the bottom of it. You can't. You need screws, or else the lid will go. It's an Intech 6.5. So I finally I found some screws and stuff, but it was weird. You would pull on it, and once in a while it would jerk, almost like the flywheel key, but only like once in a while. It was weird. I looked at the valves; they were adjusted properly and all. So I told him it's for one of his tenants who he provides the mower, and the tenant will mow the lawn. But I think what happened was he jerked so hard they had the wrong size rope in it. They had like 1/4-inch rope, like really thick rope in it.
Just you lot, just stick to electric motors.
Yeah.
No. Ian, we want a spark plug. That's all we know about. We want a spark plug.
Yeah.
Brucey, how you doing?
I tell you, though, I see a lot more people with the electric, but in fact, I got a call the other day. A guy wanted me to show him how to load the string into his electric strimmer, you know. Yeah. And the sad thing was he had one of those easy heads where literally you put in 20 feet and just go like this. It wasn't anything. I said, didn't you read the instructions? He goes, I threw those out the first day.
Once I've run out of string, I put zip ties on.
It was saying, hey, yeah, hopefully Bruce will come up. Yeah, we started early, Bruce. It's just raining. It's one of those days. Hey, you got to come up and talk about Thanksgiving, Bruce. See how it went. I didn't see any photos yet of the meal.
That dong, I've just had a message, so I'm going to have to go and do something. So,
all right, good seeing you, Ian.
Nice to see you guys.
Always good to see you. You're always welcome, my friend.
And one day you'll see this shed empty.
I doubt
about that.
Sure, guys.
See
you.
Nope,
empty, yeah, that'll happen.
His shed is like my workshop. All right. Anywho, what time is it? 20, almost 1:45. But my wife went to the casino last night with her nephews, my daughters, and gets home at 3 a.m. I was like, what?
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, they saw there was some concert or something the kids wanted to go to, but my wife has to go because she's the card holder, the member or whatever, and she gets the points that you get comped and all that stuff. But you can't just hand the card; you have to be there.
Yeah.
But she likes the slot machines. My wife, she'll play the slots all night. You know, because I'm like, "How much did you win?" She just looks at me. Yeah, okay, that much.
Yeah, that bag of money is underneath her pillow.
Yeah. Oh, Stella's going to a wedding. Cheers, Stella.
Good one,
Have a good time, Stella.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her. Was it her niece?
Oh yeah, she was talking about this for a few weeks now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll go well. Hopefully the weather holds out. I said 2 weeks. My daughter's anniversary on the 30th.
Yeah. Is Mick working today or what?
I don't know. I saw him this morning with Riley. He was going to his buddy Gabriel, I think his name is. They were doing some mower swaps or something. I guess one of them likes the real mowers, the other one likes to push the rotary mowers, so they swap out and stuff. Oh, visitors. But Thanksgiving was Monday, Bruce. It's too late. Who's visiting? Unless it's his friend. What's his name? Gerd? What's his friend?
Or Steve-O?
Or Steve O.J. Yeah, another one.
Yeah.
I've been watching some of his videos. He's been doing some pretty cool restoration stuff with the sheet metal.
He's super cool in terms of sheet metal. Really cool.
But now he's getting, I was looking at his last one. He's getting into some other stuff too. Well, let me see. Steve O.J.
He does machine repair, like shop machines, cutters, grinders, saws, stuff like that, and repairing those. But I don't know much about that. That's too much electric for me. But the sheet metal thing he does is absolute, and paint. He does great paint.
I wonder how far away he is from Brucey.
Not far, because I think they meet every Wednesday
Oh, no kidding. Oh, cool.
or something like that. Every other Wednesday, something like that.
Yeah. But, oh, man. Yeah, I figured if I went on an hour early, it'd give you guys over there in Europe a chance to gain an hour if you want to.
Hey, you almost killed me. I was right in the middle of dinner going, Kenneth's on.
Yeah.
But I'm saying 1 o'clock, you eat dinner at 7 o'clock? Isn't that late?
Yeah, it was a little late today, but between 6 and 7.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually here, if we eat dinner, because it's funny, as we get older here and my kid's older, and some nights we don't even make dinner. It's just grab something out of the fridge, have a sandwich or something. And I miss the old days coming home.
Yeah.
My mother put dinner on the table. You have a nice dinner,
Yeah.
How's the day?
Anita she needs her dinner at 6 p.m.
Yeah. Well, my mother was 5 on the dot, dot. And dinner Sunday noon on the dot.
Yeah.
And now it's like, who's even eating? It's like, Sunday, like they have, what do you guys have? Like they call it roast dinner, I guess, in the UK.
Yeah, in the UK, a roast dinner or something bigger than normal is a thing. Here, it's kind of the same unless we have visitors over. Then it's something special, but it usually involves some sort of dead animal cooked.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you, I used to look forward to Sunday a roast, just a nice, rump roast or some kind of piece of beef or pork or. Not anymore. It's funny because we're turning into the old timers.
Dead animal.
Yeah.
Cooked.
But look at the price of beef. I mean, just like a roast is like $40. Like, whoa.
I'm not. I mean, when it comes to beef, I'm not that big of a roast guy. I kind of want a steak instead.
Yeah. But a nice prime rib roast.
Can we cut it up and barbecue them like steaks?
Really? A prime rib?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to slow cook a prime rib, and so it's almost
It's got to be almost raw in the middle.
I was gonna say, almost.
No, then I'll take a roast beef. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
but
Yorkshire pudding, gotta have the Yorkshire pudding.
Rhubarb crumble with hot custard.
Rhubarb anything. Yeah. What do you do with it? Just pour the custard on it, or what do you do? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, or a stew, a nice stew. But even stew meat, everything is so damned expensive.
Yeah.
We had rhubarb in 3 different areas in my yard now.
Is it the little red stems or the big green ones?
No, it's about 1 inch stems thick.
Yeah. Red or green?
Well, it's got a little bit of tint of red in there, but it is green. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I have the small ones. They don't become as big, but the taste is very different. They're almost sweet in taste.
Huh.
We used to just pick them out of the garden, cut the leaf off, and a little bit of dip in sugar, and then just eat it.
Yeah. That'll take the enamel right out of your teeth.
Ooh. Well, here it's popular as strawberry rhubarb pie. That's really popular.
Oh, that is good. I mean, rhubarb was with a lot of things. Strawberry, all kinds of things.
You boil it, make a drink out of it, put it in the refrigerator.
That's the best. Or as a like a fruit. What do you call it?
Dessert.
Dessert. Yeah. With a little bit of vanilla cream on top.
Ooh. Put on vanilla ice cream.
Or just plain cream.
Well, right now, this month and next month is pumpkin pie season or apple pie.
Yeah. Apple pie and pumpkin. That's good food too.
We got the pie company by us, the Oronoque Orchards. Those are every Thanksgiving. I never forget. Every Thanksgiving morning, you'd stop at Oronoque, which is right across from where I work, or it used to be right across the street. Oronoque used to have a big place where they sell the pies, but you had to order them a month in advance. People would walk in that morning and they're like, "Name," and the guy give me your name. He goes, "You're not on the list." He goes, "What list?" "The list for pies." He goes, "What list?" He goes, "You're supposed to call in." He goes, "I can't call in now." He goes, "Yeah, if you want to pick it up in a month."
Yeah. We have the same thing just down the street here. It's a little orchard place, and they got a little place where the woman cooks all pies. And if you want one, you got to order it.
Yeah.
I'm on a diet too, but Thanksgiving, forget it. All bets are off Thanksgiving Day.
Sorry, monkey. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simone.
Hi, Simone. So yeah, it's yeah.
But and I see now I'm thinking about going to the store after this, getting a pint of vanilla ice cream and some kind of pie, so I can have it with coffee.
Peach
Get some
pie.
tapioca.
I
Yeah.
don't think is that even in season up here. You don't see much peach, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Down
Peach?
south you do, but not here. Like right now, everything's apple. You go to the
Yeah,
store.
it's
there's
apple. Right now
no-
it's apples.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
apple.
apple. Yeah.
We've got a huge bunch of apple orchards by us, and
Yeah.
there's one of them right on the reservoir, the Saugatuck Reservoir, Hank, over by 58 by Hi Ho up that way.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, is it good? It's right on the reservoir where the dam is, Saugatuck Reservoir, and it's all fresh pies. Now you could either buy them already cooked, or you have to put them in the oven and
Yeah.
cook them. And I tell you,
Right.
there's nothing
Now-
like cooking it yourself, though. Oh,
There's all kind of pies, berry pies.
the berry pies, you know what? They're like 40
apple
bucks.
pie. Yeah.
Berry, because it's like that thick. It's like 3 inches thick, 12-inch diameter. It's like $40.
Yeah.
But how much are berries when you go to buy berries in the store? Right?
I know. Pumpkin pie, all that. Did you ever see a pear pie?
A pear tart. I've never seen a pie.
Yeah. Never
Pear's
seen-
good. Pear's nice.
Yeah, I love pears. But
pears.
usually pears don't they usually like boil them and put like a little brandy on them or something like that?
Yeah.
And vanilla cream.
Mm.
Vanilla cream. Yeah. But yeah, they don't make any pear pies. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I think a pear pie is just like an apple pie, just with pears, right?
Yeah, see
Same
here
thing.
we'll take the pears, we'll slice them up a little bit of sugar, let them in the fridge for overnight, and then just have like a nice soft pear dessert with ice cream or something.
Yeah.
Nice. That's good stuff.
Mm.
Yep.
Even fruit's like beef. It's real expensive lately. Ooh, shoe fly pie. I haven't had that in a long time.
What's that?
The Amish would bring that by.
What is a shoe fly pie?
Explain, Hank. Someone's at my door. Hold on.
I never had a shoe fly pie.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask my good friend Miss
Yeah.
G here.
Shoe fly pie. That must be a pie you put out in a windowsill to cool, and then the
It's called-
flies land on it.
Yeah, it's not shoe like a shoe, but it's shoe fly.
Yeah, shoot, fly
yeah.
away, shoot.
It looks like an Eastern state type of thing. Let's see what's in it. Sugar,
Molasses
flour,
and nuts.
nuts.
That's like a pecan pie.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like it.
Must be, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, pecan pie is. Ooh, that's so sweet. Ooh.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's almost too sweet. Almost.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Pie. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, it looks almost like it.
Yeah. Yep. Pecan pie would be the same. Yeah.
At my door, they're ringing the bell, and then I go to the door, and they're walking away. I don't know who the hell this guy is. Huh. I gotta see if he's going to other neighbors too.
Yeah. Probably vote for me. I'm gonna run for mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be mayor one day. Will you pay me now?
Yeah. Can I steal your money now?
Yeah, can I take your money now?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, baklava, monkey. I don't quite know what that is.
Okay, kind of a baklava. Oh, baklava. Baklava is a lot of
yeah.
honey and nuts.
Yeah.
And a real light, flaky crust.
Yeah. It's a Middle Eastern thing, isn't it?
Yeah, baklava. Yeah, it's more Turkish.
Turkish delight type of dessert.
Yeah.
If he was somebody I knew, then well, he should text me if it's somebody I knew.
Mark says, "Stop smacking your lips."
Yeah.
Hey, Wayne, how you doing today?
Trick or treating. Oh yeah. that's
Hey,
kinda-
Wayne,
Wayne.
coming up. Join the party.
Yeah.
Look at the two guys I'm hanging out with. I need I need a little help here, Wayne.
Yeah, you good looking and better looking. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, shoe fly pie is almost like what do you call it? What were we just talking about?
Pecan.
Pecan pie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not pecan. What pecan? Pecan.
I'm a foreigner. You may excuse me.
Yeah, I was just checking out the Food Network, and this live stream showed up.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, shoe fly pie.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Yeah. And he says it's like baklava.
But
Yeah,
it's
Pennsylvania Dutch. Whenever they, it's more for. It's like molasses, though. It's like a sugar pie.
Yeah.
It's a sugar type pie.
molasses.
Hey, molasses, right?
Yeah, molasses. Yeah,
You ever-
it's sugar based.
You ever smell molasses?
Mm.
Yeah. Who held the wings?
Henry, nice gift you got there in the last video.
Yeah, huh?
I think you're going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah.
That was that from
I will.
which one was it from?
That was from Tom Dolby.
Oh, Tom Dolby.
Yeah. LMD, DLT, and Lawn Stars, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I think that's the
yeah.
ones. Yeah.
I don't know if it was just that grouping of people or what. You know, I mean, I don't know why I received it. Tell you the truth, you know. But I
I
got
thought baklava was Greek.
Baklava.
I thought that was Greek.
I think it is.
well, it's from the that area, you know,
Yeah.
Turkey and all that.
Let's see. Everybody's saying hello, hello, hello. Yeah, the guy, he comes to the front door, rings the bell, and there's no cars in the driveway, I think, because my wife and my son are gone, but my truck's out in the front, but sort of like to the side. So he's got an umbrella. He's wearing like a little vest, but I don't know who the hell this guy is. The bald guy. I don't know who he is. So
Yeah.
I'm not answering.
Who's that next to Wayne?
Huh?
Who's that in the next to Wayne there, opening up the stove and everything?
Somebody's in there?
No, in your chat.
Yeah, you got somebody there.
Yeah, who is
I
it?
don't know who it is.
What's that?
You got
Oh,
me.
that's Briggs.
That's Mr. Briggs.
Briggsy.
I think he's making something on the stove. Oh, he's
Oh,
got beer.
hey,
Oh, yeah. That's an old pot of coffee.
yeah, that's all antiques.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Butter churn. Where are you, in a museum? Oh, he's muted.
That's his backyard, his house.
Yeah.
He's churning
Oh,
butter today.
his mic isn't connected, it says. Yeah. Is that a real person or a dummy?
I hope it's a dummy because it looks kind of stiff.
Betsy Ross. Yeah. There you go. I bet she never says no, Scott. Yeah.
Right.
You're right.
That must be somewhere in this town.
If they want to pick up my dining room set, I got an antique dining room set. I'll give it to them.
Oh, remember those red and white signs?
So, guys, I got a kind of a riddle for you
Uh-oh.
because it's not a riddle. It's a I was working on a mower 2 weeks ago, and it came in. Guy said it rips the cord right out of my hand. I said, "Bring it in. I know exactly what it is."
Oh, switchboard operator. There you go.
Yankee,
it's a hair curler.
One ringy dingy.
No, hair curlers.
and do you want to hear the riddle or not?
Yeah, I'm listening. The flywheel key wasn't it, right?
No, it wasn't it.
Okay.
That's right. It's a 4-horse Briggs Classic with the in-tank carburetor.
Yeah.
I did everything to it, and it puffed out the carburetor. It wouldn't start. It yanked the pull cord right out of my hand, and I think sorry.
Bad camshaft?
Nope.
Did you figure it out?
Yep. I'm kind of giving you the riddle, so you can ask any questions you want. Whoever gets the right one wins.
What did Monty Python say? What's the airspeed velocity of a swallow going over the English Channel?
Yeah. No, I think I did everything to it. I even swapped the coil.
Did you have to replace something?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
I didn't have to, but I did, like plug, coil, but I didn't have to be honest. I thought for a long time that it had skipped a tooth on the camshaft, but it hadn't. Did a compression test, good. Did a leak down, good.
You got to resubscribe, Al. I've had that happen a lot too, where all of a sudden you lose the notification. You got to re-ring the bell.
Yeah. So, any takers?
You said 4-horse flathead?
Yep.
It's not filled with gas, right? In the oil.
Nope. I changed the oil and valve checked out. Compression was good. Leak down test was good.
So you didn't have to take the cover off the engine cover. The engine.
I did. I did because I swapped the
coil.
No,
was that part of the repair though, where you had to take the engine cover off? Did you have to take the engine cover off?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Did it have the wrong spark plug?
No.
Coil upside down.
The bolts underneath the flywheel come up.
Yep.
Huh?
You mean what? No. It was a brakes engine.
Oh,
it's not a Kohler.
So you said you didn't have to replace something, but you had to do something.
Yeah.
So you didn't have. So it's not the flywheel key, like you said. Not the coil or the plug.
But it's not the valves.
Spark plug wire. The wire.
Didn't have a blade on it.
It had a blade on it.
Oh, okay.
And it would just jerk your hand. Was the carburetor leaking? So it's filling up with fuel.
I asked that.
Oh.
It was in tank classic, right? In tank.
Yeah.
I replaced the diaphragms and all that and checked.
It wasn't a sticky valve, was it?
Nope.
Are we getting close?
Nope.
No.
Did the seat for the valve come out? I mean, not the seat, but the guide.
Nope.
Anything to do with the kill wire, kill switch?
Nope.
Choke? Anything with the choke?
Nope. There's no choke on those. It's a primer.
Oh, that's yeah. All right, I'm giving up because
I'm stumped.
A semi-loose blade. The blade was just loose enough so the blade could rotate about 30 to 40 degrees, and then would catch again.
Yeah, but it wouldn't catch until it kicked back on you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
That thing had me going in figure eights for about a day. I even had to sleep on it.
That's why I asked if it had a blade on it, because normally it's a blade issue.
It had a blade on it, but it was.
Got it. TGM got it.
Yeah, loose blade. Yeah, TGM. There you go. You win. Yeah, semi-loose. Because the first thing I did when the thing came in, because I thought I was going to do the whole shebang on it, so I just want to check out if I need to order a new blade for it. So I just rotated it about 90 degrees or so, or 180 degrees, and it was fine. It dragged the engine along just fine. If I gotten 100 or 360 degrees, I would have caught that spot where it would be sliding on. It's the blade is hold on the boss. There's a friction disc between the blade and the boss. It's like a fiber disc for just if you hit something, and that thing just it bounded up, and then if you continue, it loosened off, and then it went free for about 30 degrees, and then it caught again.
You know what? You may have just saved me.
Ah.
I had a mower doing the same thing. Shit, it may just be that. I got to text the guy right now. No, seriously.
No, but I mean,
it was kicking back a little bit, but not much. But sometimes when you shut it off, you hear like a ding, 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 like the blade was winding down or something.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
That thing had me going for a while.
Yeah.
I was getting pretty frustrated with it.
Well, I mean, look, everything we suggested, was a no.
Yeah.
And I've been through every single one of those things, you know.
Yeah.
Because I thought for a long time that it had skipped the tooth. Maybe it's worn inside, or maybe it skipped the tooth. Maybe the lobes had skipped on the shaft. Something that allowed it to get the ignition at the wrong time.
Right.
Yeah.
But nope.
Yeah, when the scrapper brings me lawnmowers, first thing I do before I pull them over is I check there's a blade on there because I've had them snap back on me without a blade being on there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The old brakes, it'll do that. It'll do that.
But I've never checked if the blade is loose. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean, some blade bosses have a couple of tabs that sort of locks it in.
Yeah.
So it has to be really loose too. But this one here doesn't have any tabs. It's just got this big fiber washer between the boss and the blade.
Yeah.
That acts like a friction disc.
See, I've never seen one with a fiber washer. I've seen them just with the flat blade adapter. And then normally it's like 2 heavy duty Belleville washers.
Yeah. You have
But
those
they're
too.
heavy. They're heavy
Yeah.
duty, and you really got to torque them on.
Yeah.
And that's what stops the blade from rotating on the adapter.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
yeah. I figured the panel would enjoy that. So,
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is a good one.
No, seriously, it's exactly what happened. I had this Aaron's mower with a 6.5 Intech, and once in a while you'd be pulling it and it like jerk a little bit. What the hell? But everything was good. The flywheel key was good. The valves were good and all that stuff. And when it went underneath, I looked at the blade and the blade was almost like new, but I didn't check the bolt to see if it was tight. And sometimes when I shut it down, you hear a little bit of a ding, 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 ding. And I'm wondering if the damn thing is loose. I just
Likely,
fixed it now just for the hell of it, because now it's scaring the hell out of me, you know?
Yeah.
That's all I would need is to have the damn blade. I mean, even though I didn't check it still, I mean, that's something.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Hopefully he still got it in his van and he could swing by. But yeah, that's one thing. Now that you say that, I got to remember, even if you're not servicing the blade, you should check the blade torque just to make sure.
Yeah.
Brucey.
Hi guys.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey, Bruce. I
Now,
warmed them up for you. They're ready for you, Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all good to go.
All right.
We had company, but they know I do this at noon, so they all said, "Go, go, go."
Bruce, didn't you just have a video on a loose blade too?
Not recently, no. I had
No, but he did one on that on the decompression.
the automatic
repair.
decompression release.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, Thomas Andrews, on the Snow King engine, Bruce, what's the exhaust valve lash? 8 thou?
Snow King, would that be a Tecumseh or a?
Yeah, Tecumseh.
Riggs?
On
I
the
think
Snow
it's,
King.
it's 10
Yeah,
or 20.
7, 8, yeah.
It's 10 or 20.
I think it's 10. I think it's 8 and 10.
I think it's 10 too.
Right. I think it's 10, Thomas. You can't hurt it with 10.
I think it is 10 too.
Yeah. Yeah, now that you said that, Klaus, holy crap, that really
I
gets
got
me.
one of those blades permanently marked for that.
So, sorry, Kenny.
No, really, I'm thinking about that. Like, good thing you said something, because I did check the key and I did check the valves. Everything was good. And why the hell would it kick every now and then? And that's a good point. Damn. I hope the guy gets back to me. I'll even drive over there to check it, because that's a safety thing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And it was the only thing that could explain it, too.
But you would think before the blade coming off, it's not going to be spinning.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes on these Aarons that have the disc drive in the back, those orange push mowers with the disc drive.
Yeah.
Sometimes they will make a little bit of a ding, ding, ding noise when you shut it down. Like the assembly will just shake.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was the assembly shaking. And it may be, but it never hurts to what you said, Klaus. I did get a little bit of a kickback once in a while. Not every time, but every once in a while. And it could have been when the blade was offset a little bit or whatever. And who knows, you know? You never know.
Yeah.
But like I said, in terms of safety, I mean, it's my duty to check.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have a video coming out on it here.
Yeah.
Within too long, because it was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I was running out of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, interesting. What is Briggsy showing us?
We just did a lawnmower for a guy that said my
Printing. No, carburetor.
Carburetor.
Yeah.
Ollie.
What is that? A museum? Stromberg. Yeah, the old Stromberg carbs. No kidding. I remember the old Stromberg 97s on the flatheads.
Say again, Wayne.
Yeah, we just did a Honda, a Troy built that had a Honda GCV 160 engine on it. And the guy said the it's shaking badly, right? So I said, did you hit anything? He said, no, not that I know of. So he brought it down. Right off the bat, I just grabbed the engine and started rotating the engine. And I said, buddy, this engine's not supposed to move like this. I said, all your bolts are loose. You've lost some bolts and the other ones are loose. I said, I don't know how much damage there is, but I've never seen. I said, did you just use it like this? He said, yeah, I've been using it for a while, but it's getting really bad. I said, you should have stopped as soon as it started shaking. The holes are actually oblong in the deck.
Wow.
So, but the washers, like the built-in serrated washers that are on the ends of the nuts, they bite into the steel pretty good. So I orange Loctited them and put them back in, and it held in place. But his blade was actually rolled over on the one edge where he had hit something.
Wow.
So I checked the blade. It was bent 3/16 of an inch roughly. And I put a new blade on it, and it still has a little vibration. So I said, you've got a bent crankshaft. It's not bad, like serious, but you can use it. But you've bent the crankshaft, and you got a little knock.
What's that horrible noise in the background?
That little knock is from when you shut it off or you start it up. I think the keyway in the blade adapter is partially sheared too.
Oh,
yes.
So I said, look, you're at this price right now. You can use it. You want me to go any further? He says, no, as long as I can use it. I said, your deck's almost rotted right through because you haven't been keeping it clean. So, yeah, it was brutal, eh? So I undercoated it. I think you'll get years out of it. But I said, if your drive stops or the blade stops cutting grass, then we got to put a new adapter on it.
Scotty, is that in your town? Where is that? Because I was just wondering what the reference was to the Stromberg cards. And
Bruce,
Yeah, they were
tell him
built
that you
now
got
in my town.
Bruce, tell him you got a comment that with all them fast moves, people were getting seasick. Remember that one guy that commented on your video? I said, get out of here. Because he was commenting about moving the camera around, and it made him dizzy.
Oh, exhaust. I spelled it wrong. Yeah, I remember that.
8,000's on the intake, right? Yeah. 7 to 8, yeah.
And then there's the link for it there.
Yeah, we told him 10, and it's not going to hurt.
12, yeah, for the job.
I've done. If I'm in a hurry, I'll just go 10-10.
Yeah.
Especially on the old flathead.
Of course.
So who found me an SV 540 3232 engine?
Who?
Yeah, who?
What's that?
Who found me one? I need one.
Oh.
You haven't found one yet?
Well, I could buy a new one.
Nah, slap
but
on
it's
the
not
tank.
worth buying a new one. I want the same engine. I don't want to be I could put a 22 horse on it, but I'd like to put it back to the original engine that was in it. It's an 18 horse Kohler.
Yeah.
I got an 18 horse Kohler.
Yeah, but vertical or horizontal?
Vertical. For a Kubota.
Yeah. But you know what?
Yeah, if I were you, I'd go original because of the value.
It costs $1 million to
ship it.
You know? Yeah.
Unless I drive to Connecticut.
Yeah.
SV 540 3232. Do you have that?
I don't know. I'd have to look, you know.
Yeah, let me know if you got it.
Wayne, that's a yes. He just haven't found it yet.
Yeah, Ken. Those carburetors are built. Those carburetors were built in a Bendix Corporation in my hometown. Yes,
that's cool.
We built them.
Cool.
Hey, look we got our Heights Historical Society here, our old 3-story village hall, fire department, and right next to it a titty bar.
Hey, after extinguishing a fire, that's the next best thing.
Briggsy knows that place well.
Uh-oh.
No. No, I'm just going to get into my American Thunder over here that's soon going away.
Looks like a Cavalier.
It ain't no damn Cavalier. It's a V8, 5.3 liter V8 Impala.
Yeah, I went on GM's website the other day just for the hell of it. All they make now, as far as cars, the Corvette and the Malibu. That's it.
Yeah, Malibu turned out to be a big seller. Yeah.
Well, with the strike, they're not making anything, are they?
Only had one.
Well, some of the plants.
Yeah,
they're not sure. They only made one good Malibu, and that was in 1969.
Well,
my hometown used to make Bendix carburetors, Bendix brakes, Bendix coaster brakes, the strobe, whatever carburetor there. They made several carburetors. Bendix is still in business to this day.
Yeah, they're owned by
You've heard of
Allied.
Facet? No. They're sold at Facet Enterprises owns them. So if you buy a Facet fuel pump, they're made right here in my hometown.
Good for you.
This used to be the industrial capital of the Northeast. We had American Bridge, Ward LaFrance, American Bridge, Horseheads Consolidated Brickyard, the A&P food processing plant, the largest food processing plant in the world. Now it's a Walmart.
Good.
We had one of those.
The new
It's still a
2023
food
Malibu looks
processing
pretty
place.
nice. That's a nice looking car.
What's that?
I thought you said you were looking for a car, Scott.
I am. I'm tired of this Impala. It's got 48,000 miles on it. It's a pain in the butt. Time for a new car.
Hey, I just took my truck in and got a new visor and had the door handle changed.
It'll go for
Frank?
another 10 years, Bruce.
And you know
Frank's
what?
doing
I
the
am
moon
so
walk.
glad I took it in because it's the last year of the old body style. There's none of those cables. All the rods, they all intersect and they all have springs and clips. And the guy that did it, he said, "You won on this deal."
Yeah.
You know,
he had to use YouTube to do it.
you know what's funny? You know what's funny, Bruce? You're gonna laugh, but I've got a brand new bug guard for that truck of yours, still in the box because I had a truck like yours years ago. I still got the original bug guard.
I wanted the specific one, not the one that was concave. I wanted the one that was round on the front, not concave on the front. And he found it. So
Yeah, I got one just like that. Should have said something. I got one that never.
we're only
Still in the box.
3,500 kilometers apart.
Yeah, I don't need it. I'll never find one of those around here. You should fluid film that truck though.
I should what?
Fluid film it.
I'm not touching anything on
No.
it.
Bruce doesn't drive it in the winter.
I was going to say,
It don't matter.
Out there, do you?
It don't matter. If you fluid film it, any moisture in the air, it will stop the rust from before it even starts.
Oh,
Scott,
you don't know where
Not
I
so much.
But Scott, you forgot. Bruce doesn't have a lot of moisture where he
No,
lives.
we're running around 15% humidity on a wet day.
Yeah, but you don't understand.
You're right. I don't understand.
He just
The
lives in-
whole idea of the fluid film, if you put it inside the door jambs, inside the rocker panels, inside the frame, that's where they rust.
It's been 25 years, Scott, and there's no rust on it.
Hey, Bruce,
I bet you I could find some.
pork fat works just as good.
No, totally different.
Bacon
Totally
grease,
different.
pour it in there.
Bacon grease.
Yeah,
and it even
I
smells
could
good.
find
Okay,
rust
listen,
on
I'm
that
gonna
truck.
I know this
Bar
is
and
hard to do.
chainsaw
I'm
oil.
gonna interrupt you, Mr. Briggs.
Every
the guy
time
who,
you
the guy
drive,
who had the door panel off offered to buy the truck from me.
Well, of course they do. I get people trying to buy my truck all the time too.
Briggs, we use bacon grease over here in Canada because every time we take a drive, we think we're having breakfast.
And it's moose bacon.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing?
No, but
Oh yeah.
No, moose
Yes.
moose don't have any fat.
No.
No, none.
you can make bacon out of anything. It don't mean it's the same.
You guys.
Ah.
But no, the fluid film would just protect it. That's all. My 96 still has powder coating on the frame. I've been offered 50 grand for my truck.
They're taking it.
I would have took it.
No, hell no. What? You're
I would have
nuts.
taken it. If I was offered 50 grand.
No,
for truck,
hell
I'd take
no.
it.
Hell no. You got a half-ton truck that's a V8. I've got a 1-ton that's a 4-cylinder that will outlast 4 Chevrolets.
Oh, it's a diesel. Yeah.
No, it ain't. Gas. 2.7 liter 4-cylinder engine.
Oh, it doesn't. I'm gonna get
I'm
it.
not-
It doesn't have a real engine in it then.
Oh, yes, it does. I hate to tell you, Bruce.
Oi.
Look, Bruce. Okay, let's settle it. Ken, what year's
Oh,
your
you got it
what
going
year?
now, Bruce.
What year is your Chevy? 95, 94?
What, my Dodge?
No, what year's your truck, Bruce?
98.
98.
Last
305,
cast iron.
right?
No, the last cast iron 350.
Okay, look up the horsepower of a 98 350 small block, Ken. We'll prove this right here.
I really don't
Look up
care.
the horsepower.
I put 400 kilometers on it a year.
Bruce, is that a Michigan
Well,
or Wisconsin?
Are we measuring something here?
Yes, look it up. Look up the horsepower of a 1998 Chevy 350 small block.
Why though? Why?
Why?
It's about 169 to 189 horse. My 2.7 liter 4-cylinder engine has almost as much horsepower as his 350 small block.
199.
I pulled a fifth
199.
I pulled a fifth wheel with it, Scott.
And I pull an Aerostream camper with mine.
Oh,
I have
now
as
we
much
know who has
horsepower.
the biggest one. Can we
I
tell
have-
them?
Okay, well,
right.
on that note, I'm going to go say goodbye to my company. I'll be right back.
That's
We got-
enough.
We got to just understand that the speed limit is. We don't care how many horsepower.
do.
We can only go so fast.
I only drive. Yeah, I
when
drive
you-
slow now. Anyway, I'm an old guy.
Well,
When you
we're
got
old, Bruce. We gotta drive slow.
Now,
Yeah.
now, Ken, look up the horsepower of a 96 Toyota T1.
I just don't care.
Thank you.
My 97 was a 305, had 450,000 miles on it.
That's,
That's
in,
what I cared
that's in
about.
the corner for now.
Isn't that right, Hank?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what? When they're that old, can you start it? Can you stop it? And
I
can
got-
you steer it?
I got to go on a bio break. I'll be back.
And
You
then
gotta
I
go-
sold
I
it.
think
500
Bruce's
bucks.
biggest problems is carbon deposits because Frank doesn't run a lot.
No, when he sits in there and all that metallic dust from my grinders floats down on top of him.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't have that. Bruce.
No,
We
that's
can't
not
have
good.
that.
That's
No,
not
that's
good.
not good. That's not
I
good.
usually grind out in the alley, but when it's 20 below, I do grind inside.
My 2006 Ford, Scott, it's got to be hitting close to $500,000 on it now.
Really?
Yeah, and I use it for plowing too.
2006.
2006
truck
Ford
engines-
F-150 crew cab.
Truck engines is all about torque, isn't it?
It's great-
not
great
about
truck.
horsepower.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a great truck.
Transmission is what it makes it. Yep.
already had to rebuild her, buddy. My warranty
Already,
was
it's got $500,000 on it.
my
You
warranty
gotta
was
rebuild
2,000 kilometers out, and the tranny went.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that was an
original-
extended warranty that I got through in Canada. We got a lubricol warranty that you can get when you buy a used vehicle for $1,000. So like I blew that 1,000. That got paid for when the air conditioning condenser went, some other stuff went. It was well worth it. But 2,000 kilometers cost me $3,000 to rebuild the tranny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still going.
But you know, on the 96s, the Chevy 4-speeds were known to go. And by the time the 98s came out, they had some kind of L400 different something or other, and they were much more robust. They fixed it, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I mean, over here we only have girly cars because ours only have 4 cylinders. Because I was just doing the quick math here. A gallon of gasoline is almost $10 US.
Wow.
So yeah, 4-cylinder is the predominant engine size here. In trucks, you may see a V8 from time to time. I'm sorry, a V6. If you see a V8, you know that guy is hurting when he's at the gas station.
Yeah.
But you know, some of them just don't care.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, most people have a car for transportation to and from work, right? And that's what's going to take you. That's
Hey.
the
3 out of the 5 guys on this screen are retired, man.
Yeah.
3 out of 5.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
Which means we still work, but we don't have to.
don't drive as much.
And don't drive as much. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Well, you know,
I'm with you.
I'm such a horrifying driver. My wife does most of the driving now. Because I can't do this. Eh?
Ah,
My Ford doesn't get a lot of miles put on it. We use Lori's Explorer. And then we just found out that my insurance company didn't have us put down as senior citizens where you get a discount. So
Yeah.
I'm not too sure whether it was retroactive. So we called them anyways. Lori calls me in the shop yesterday and she says, "Hey, guess what?" I said, "What?" She said, "We got a rebate for being senior citizens on our vehicle insurance."
Nice.
I said, "Really good. How much?" She said, $11. She said it must have cost them $100 to do all the paperwork to save us $11.
Right.
But it didn't go up 11.
No, it went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, next year I'll go up 20. Yeah.
No, but it's I mean, as a working tool, a flatbed truck is a great thing, or a truck is a great thing. But as personal transportation, it's, to me, it's a little bit of a waste of resources.
Well, there's an element of safety because around here, everybody has something bigger than what I've got.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. I know it is.
3/4 tons, 1 ton.
In the States, you own a house, you own a truck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Otherwise, everybody's going to call you and say, "Hey, can I borrow your truck, or can you do this?"
Hey, Hank, have you seen that bumper sticker in the States? I don't know if you have. "Yes, this is my truck. No, you cannot borrow it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
I only have 2 things I don't lend out: my chainsaw and my car.
You know, I don't lend out anything anymore. Well, I did. No. You know what? I did lend out a torque wrench the other day, but it came back. I told the guy, he's my neighbor, I said, "This torque wrench is not an orphan. It has a daddy." And he laughed.
And it's not a pry bar.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'll lend out stuff to friends and to family.
Friends and enemies.
Yeah, exactly. But chainsaws and car, no go.
Yeah, isn't that right? You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
Over here, it's rototillers.
Yeah. Well, not everybody
wants to borrow a rototiller.
Yeah.
Bruce, did you turn your soil yet?
Yeah, it's done. The big garden's done, and then the small garden where the tomatoes are and the onions is not done yet because I still have Okay, think about where I live. I still have cucumbers and marigolds in the flower bed that haven't been hit by frost. We have not had a killing frost yet. That's unbelievable for us.
Yeah.
But do you have a first snow in October or November?
We usually get our first snow in October, but it's just a light one and it's gone because the ground isn't frozen yet.
Mm.
But in November, when we get a snow, it stays till April.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're all panicking with snow blowers now.
Just a quick one, Bruce. Why do you till in the fall?
Turn
over.
Well, I do it both in the spring and the fall.
Yeah. Why in the fall? But the reason I'm asking is
to mix in my leaves and my compost.
Yeah, to feed it, so it breaks down.
Well, Klaus doesn't believe in that.
But it's not about believing. I just never done it. I just left it out on top of the ground. The earthworms will drag anything down that they can.
Yeah. No, I till it. I've always, since I was 20, I've tilled in the spring and fall.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Now, my next door neighbor, he's Italian, and he swore by just turning it over with a shovel.
Right.
He would do that every fall.
It doesn't kill the earthworms.
Yeah, he would just shovel it over, and then in the spring he would break it down.
So in the spring, Bruce, do you see any remnants of the stuff you tilled down in the fall, or is it completely gone?
It's usually gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, look at this. John Rose just sent me a thing. He was in Harpenden. And he saw a van. Look at it. Explorers. That's not Mick. It ain't Mick though.
No.
Wow.
John was driving around. He saw that. He thought it's not Mick. No, that's Mick is Bognor Regis.
Yeah.
Now, with all that flooding in Kentucky, how's Louisville? That's where they had expositions on, right?
Louisville, yeah, that's right. That's coming up too, right?
Is Louisville like higher ground?
I don't know.
Because I seen a lot of water in Kentucky the other day on the news.
It'll probably all dissipate by then. Hey, Top Conquer, how you doing?
How you doing, Phil?
Hey, Top, Conquer, you missed the tapioca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
muted, Phil.
No
Yeah.
voice there, Conk.
We can't hear you, Kunk.
You're muted.
He's not. Well, his mic's not on.
Yeah.
You can swear.
What the?
He's definitely not muted.
Now you're sideways.
Every time I see Conquer, it reminds me of what's his name? The old singer.
Burl
Ives.
We're alive. Yeah.
He's in the shop.
But that's talking about cars again. That said, I am highly envious. I mean, a V8 engine is about as nice as an engine gets. I don't care what everybody else says. We can't hear you, Phil. Phil, we can't hear you.
No mic, Phil.
Nope.
We could see you.
Turn your mic on. Go in your settings. Turn your mic on.
Yeah.
I have to unplug mine and plug it in once in a while. It just loses its mind.
Oh, yeah.
What's that, Bruce? We can't hear you? No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Jake put his truck on a dyno. He did a video on it. He pumped out 321 horsepower.
Wow, that's to the wheels too.
Without a tune. And that's got a 10-speed transmission in it, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
is it gas or is it diesel?
Yeah, it's I think it's a 5-liter Coyote.
Oh yeah.
Is that
the
gas?
ones that are notorious for oil consumption.
No.
Yeah.
Those are really wide engines too. I'm surprised it fit.
Yeah.
They got the dual cam chains to each head.
Yep.
Yeah, nice engine. Like he's got to do at some point he's got to do an update. He's done a bunch of changes and he switched over to AMSOIL. And the new Fram filter that came out, and supposed to be one of the best. Even though they got all these videos about Fram, I guess this one, their new filter they came out with, is superior to anything on the market. So he's got to check if he's lost any oil.
Fram is a huge OEM manufacturer for many brands.
You hear a lot of good and bad about Fram, though.
Yeah, but
Isn't that right? It's either good or horrible.
Yeah, everybody I know likes Wix. Everybody likes Wix.
Yeah,
I did put a Fram on my John Deere tractor strictly because
The only thing I like about the Fram is
convenience.
the grippy stuff on the end, the black grippy stuff. So you can
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Monkey paid you a nice compliment, Bruce.
There you go, Monkey.
Oh, you're
There
welcome.
you go.
That makes two of us, Monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all here because of Bruce. Uh-oh, we lost Conquer again. What's he doing?
Monkey Wrench. Is he in Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He says he'll loan out his snowblower any day.
Yeah, but nobody will use it. I haven't. You might be interested in this. You know that Power Smart mower that's cute, the red one, the 159cc.
Yeah, good for parts.
I got that thing to stop leaking,
Oh yeah.
and I put a dual gasket on the primer, just like
Yeah.
sometimes on the Quantums. And it's 3 pumps, and it starts with 1 pull, and it doesn't leak. And holy shit, man! Holy smokes!
Now, when you fire it up, does it have a little knock to it?
Yes, and it puts out a little bit of smoke every time I
Yeah,
fire it
you
up.
know what? Every Power Smart, like I don't even want to work on them anymore because I think they all do that. I think it's part of.
It's got that stupid compression release that's very, very, very obvious.
It's got this
the valve
stupid
goes
knock to
click
it.
every time you can see it.
It's almost like it's not like a piston slap knock, but it's kind of like it, but it's on every one we got in here.
And then it starts up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the compression release heading that the push.
It's probably only got about a week left in it.
No,
I don't think there's 10 hours on the machine.
And I don't know if you can get where you get your parts for it if you need parts.
Well, 2 months ago I couldn't get anything, and now there are parts online.
Oh, okay. Because I know anything we're buying at our Canadian Tire, I got to get through McCann Air in Quebec.
No?
And it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. You mean
spend more
Cambodia?
time. You spend more time on the phone, and then at least now we could pull up some diagrams online. Earlier last year, we had to call to get them to email us the parts diagrams, and then the parts diagrams didn't it gave us wrong belt sizes and everything. It just didn't make sense.
Well, because they make so many different
Yeah, but they want that Canadian Tire code, and then they send it to you. But the parts diagram doesn't show that code on it, so I can't say that I'm getting the right one.
You mean Cambodian Tire?
Yeah, that's it.
The store's changed since you've been in it, Klaus.
I've heard, yeah.
Everything's from overseas now.
Yeah, yeah, that's a shame because I was pretty impressed when I was in one.
Their oil section is pretty good. I'll buy oil there if it's on sale.
Yeah, I mean, I was in one in Toronto in 2015, I think, and I was impressed. I really was.
Yeah.
And
well, whenever they've got 520 Pennzoil 520 on, I go grab it.
Yeah, that's good oil.
So you like the Pennzoil?
I don't mind it. Yeah, it seems.
No, see, I use the Castrol GTX or Quaker State.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been using the Pennzoil full synthetic from natural gas. I'm having good results with it.
I mean, Pennzoil is.
I'm still not sold on synthetics. I've seen anybody that I've talked to that's ever spun a camshaft is using synthetic.
But a 520 Bruce from Pennzoil, that's full synthetic.
No, this is the standard.
No, it's conventional, but it's semi-synthetic, I think. Right?
I don't think there's. Yeah, they're all semi-synthetic.
Yeah, I don't think you can get just a regular.
Unless it's what is it?
I think I got regular.
Mineral.
I use a 0W20 for my new car, and I'm a Shell guy. Shell Pennzoil is the same thing. Pennzoil is owned by Shell, and I use the 0W20 full synthetic.
It all came out of Pennsylvania years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I just did. But
that's made from natural gas too, Kenny.
Yeah, I tell you, I've been using it in my truck, and it doesn't burn as much, and it doesn't turn as dark as fast.
Yeah,
synthetic oil has a funny smell when it's got 5,000 miles on it, though.
Yeah. I got a little bit of a riddle for you guys here. Briggs and Stratton says that if you use a full synthetic 5W30 in your lawnmower, your Briggs and Stratton engine, it will burn less oil. Why is that?
If you use a 5W30, it'll burn less with a lighter weight.
No. If you use, compared to a regular SAE 30 or 10W30, if you use a full synthetic 5W30, the engine will burn less oil.
Well, they're splashed, so it probably splashes up better onto the cylinders. I don't know.
This is the riddle. I do have the answer though, but this is the riddle. Why is it that an engine, air-cooled engine uses less oil?
I'll Google it.
Yep.
You're full of riddles today, Klaus.
I am. It's my second one, isn't it? Maybe we'll do a riddle time.
Yeah.
Instead of
hold on. Yeah, Klaus, wait a minute. Hold on.
Well, look at Kenny's typing. Look at his phone's typing it.
I wasn't asking Google, guys. I was asking you guys.
That's a 5W30.
Klaus, you can tell us.
Okay. Yeah.
That was your opening, Klaus.
Yeah, I know. Wayne's getting close. I can see it. He's still thinking like a madman.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking just strictly because of the viscosity, it's not going to hang in the cylinder as long.
But it's a 5W30. When it's hot, it's the same as a 10W30 or regular 30.
Well,
same viscosity when hot.
No, with temperature is going to make it less.
No. The way the modifiers work, it acts like 30 when it's warm. That's the meaning of like 5W30, 10W30. It acts
when it's cold. When it's cold, it doesn't wear the engine as much, I guess.
But that's until the modifiers wear out, and then all bets are off.
I don't. You know what? I change my oil so often in both the cars and the lawnmowers and everything that I don't think the
viscosity
has a chance to wear out.
How long before in yours?
Pardon me?
How long do you wait? 5,000,
I
3,000?
change my oil for you guys. I change my oil every 3,000 miles.
Okay.
Or
Regardless.
yearly, or yearly, right?
5,000 K. Well, you know what? On Frank, I might let it go a year and a half. I only put 800 kilometers on it last year.
I may start doing that because my wife's Honda, it'll be 2 years old in December, and she only has 8,000 miles on it.
When
Are
my
you
truck
ready for?
says
Are you?
change the oil,
I'm
it's
Go
still
ahead, Klaus.
thinking.
You're going to give me some advice?
No, we're waiting on why it burns less oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is from Briggs directly that said it, or so it's their opinion on why.
Not an opinion; it's a recommendation, but
Well,
that's fine. The
Go
reason,
ahead.
guys, is that a full synthetic oil, the molecular structure in the oil,
No.
station.
Just kidding. No, go ahead.
No?
Go ahead.
It's more resistant to heat degradation compared to a regular dyno oil.
Really?
That means in the service interval, the oil will remain in the same state longer than a regular mineral oil.
Okay.
That
Yeah, but
means
what about those 5 versus 10?
if you look at your service interval, which is what, 50 hours, at the end of the 50 hours, the dyno oil is so worn that it will start burning something because it gets too thin. A synthetic oil is more resistant to the heat stress.
Boy, in my little heart, I feel it's the other way around.
Well, it isn't. Trust me.
But you know what? All I can say though is if you look after your stuff, it'll last forever.
Well,
I mean, a yearly oil
nobody does.
with
No,
the cheapest dyno oil you can get is still better than running it too long on synthetic. Absolutely.
Right.
Because Briggs always also says that when you use 5W30, which is the premium oil for the engine, they say, it does not mean that you can extend your oil drain interval.
Right.
So,
interval?
Because then it'll happen like Kenny says. Once the additives wear out, you're screwed.
Yeah.
We're not talking running time. We're talking interval.
Well, service interval 50 hours.
Oh, well, that's a year. It's for the average person. That's if you change your oil every year on a mower and they're mowing one lawn. That's lots.
Well, Briggs also came out with that never change oil engine, and their bulletin was that the engine will burn, and I found this hard to believe, 1 ounce per month.
I believe it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, Briggs has a chart.
That's a lot.
How much
That's what I thought, because
Yeah.
I've checked. I've got Briggs engines on a lot of lawnmowers that I've
No,
cut my
not just
lawn with.
the E series, and I'll be honest, 90% of the ones that come into me have like no oil in them. So
I haven't found that. I've used them on my lawn, and I haven't found them burning any oil.
Yeah.
You know, I had one of those no change oil engines come in for a blade sharpen, and I did change the oil on it because it does have a cap.
Yep.
But I turned the mower on its side and nothing came out.
Yeah.
Right.
I know.
Because the spout is rigged. Right.
Yeah.
So I just used my oil sucker and sucked the oil out and put it in the oil.
But one thing I found, though, I believe, because I've taken those engines completely apart, I think the PCV system is so big on those engines.
On the top.
The oil filters are always full of oil. I think it's just sucking too much out of the crankcase, to be honest.
It's burning it through the carburetor.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Now, speaking of oil extractors, I'm hoping Jake brings it back. Our buddy picked us up the pneumatic oil extractor from Princess Auto yesterday. It was on sale for $50 off. I think it's 30 liters.
Wow.
We're tired of pumping, Bruce.
Yeah.
Well, I actually
We're
don't
going to
use
hook up
my
the
oil
hose
extractor.
and suck it out.
I got to use a big pail and I turn it on its side if I can. And if it's a hassle and it's on the lift, then I'll use my extractor.
Yeah.
But I only do two a week, 3 a week. You know, you guys are doing 5 a day.
Yeah, we go to the oil waste disposal twice a month for sure.
And how much do you take? How much?
Oh, I can take anything I want. They were actually.
Oh no! But what do you actually like? Do you fill four old 5-gallon pails and then go? Or what do you do?
Yeah, anywhere from what 20, 40, 40 to 60 liters.
2 pails.
Yeah. But the one time they were keeping all my containers.
Ooh, the bastards.
They wouldn't let me take my containers back.
Yeah, and sometimes you get a container with a lid you really like, you know.
Yeah, so now I've got chemical jugs from the Ford shop that got like just a cap on them with nice handle for carrying, and I think they take it's got to be 30 or 40 liters go in these things. They're nice jugs, eh? So I convinced the guy, hey, that's only straight oil in there, no gas. Make sure I'd like to have them back. So he's been giving them back to me.
But they don't usually, around here, they won't take it if it's in anything but an oil can or pail.
Oh.
Well, the fuel I take.
Cheating. They think you're cheating.
Yeah,
and
the
you got
customer
antifreeze
fuel
in it, and you got gas in it, and you got
the customer fuel that I take back. If I take it in regular red jerry cans, I don't get them back because they're not allowed to pour the gas out into the big tank.
Oh yeah.
Just
Well,
in
that's
case
it.
it's
Now, you get a mower with gas infiltrated in the oil. What do you do with that? You
Well,
that goes into my oil.
Hey, don't say anything. They might be watching. That guy that works there might be
Well,
watching.
I mean, I will mix gasoline and oil in the pail to as much as I like. The guys say, "Hey, that's the nice one because it runs out faster." Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
It's thinner.
I keep about a gallon or a gallon and a half of old gas around here.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I got one guy.
Not too much though. Not too much.
It's a nice detergent.
I got one guy that's got a log home that he coats the logs. He paints them with used motor oil.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just because people don't know how toxic used motor oil really is.
He's been doing it for years.
And it works, but I mean,
hopefully there's never a fire because a log home normally won't burn.
How you doing there, big guy?
Big dog, old dog.
I'm just going to go say goodbye to my company, and I'll be right back.
All righty.
I'm being bad. I'll probably get an earful when they leave.
We're all dogs, huh?
Yeah. Come on up, John.
Yeah.
His wife's election should be pretty close, right?
No, 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Right? No, what's today? Today is 14th, 15th?
14th, yeah.
So it's around the 5th, I think?
Yep. Well, at least we're going to get a 3.2 in our Social Security raise.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
A 3.2%?
Yeah.
Nice. That's
well,
bigger
that's
than
not covering the cost of living.
Yeah.
No.
Or are they saying the cost of living is only 3.2% now?
Yeah. Don't know, but 3.2. I'll take anything they give.
Yeah. You know, the governments, when they work out the cost of living allowance, they keep on changing what goes into the basket so it stays lower, so they have to pay less.
I pay into
like fuel ain't in there anymore.
No.
Used to be.
I pay into my own pension fund, money I put in. You'll get something from the government once you retire, but I pay into my own. And that thing is kicking off quite a surplus these days. For some reason, they invested right, and I'm getting something like 8 or 9%.
Wow, you're doing good.
Yeah, that is really nice. I have a feeling I'll be needing it.
Well, my retirement is based on earning 8% after I retire. That way I could live off of that, and then when I go, the kids can get what's in there.
Yeah.
Tommy wants to know why a log home doesn't burn down.
Well, if it's coated with something that won't burn.
On the insides, if you get a fire in a log home, it's more fire resistant than anything built.
Oh yeah, it's a steel
it's
girder,
solid wood,
melt and twist and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here they use in my shop. I have the inside is the plywood. What's it called? OSB. OSB, and then gypsum on top of that.
Yeah.
But that's a fire code requirement.
Yes.
To get it insured. So, and I have the ceiling. It's like it looks like a fibrous plates, and they are, but it's actually cement covered wood chips. It's a weird product, but it's really nice. And
I've seen too many roofers go through that stuff because it's really not
It's not very strong.
No, it's not strong, and
No.
and if you step on it, you can go right through it.
You
What,
go
the
right through.
OSB?
No, the
The
coated
fiber.
straw.
Oh,
Yeah.
Straw.
yeah.
It's actually it's wooden shavings.
Over there, it's wooden shavings. Over
Yeah.
here, it's like a coated straw.
But it's nice and it's fire retardant, and it's the insurance company guy, he loved it. So I said, thank you. All right, thanks.
Tommy will like this one. Another house that doesn't burn very well is one that's made from bales of straw.
Yeah.
Because it's so compacted. And then they
Yep.
put a mortar on the inside and the outside to seal it.
Yep. There's nothing there though. But
Like, yeah,
if it does, it takes so long that.
Yeah.
I used to
Now-
see bales of hay blow up out in the field.
Yeah,
Get a little
that's right.
smoke, and then
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah, too wet. Yeah, bailed it too early.
Yep.
Now these new houses that they're building with, you seen them with the 3D printers where they're pouring the concrete?
Yeah.
Yeah, those aren't going to burn.
No.
Nope.
I don't know how they're going to stand up to earthquakes though, but I think they got to have a lot of rebar in there. No.
Well, the ones I've seen didn't have rebar. They just had that insulated that styrofoam board on both sides with a little wire holding it.
Oh
And
yeah.
then you pour it,
But I mean, here everything is basically a brick wall. That will not resist an earthquake. But then again, we don't have earthquakes.
No.
But it'll last a long time.
Yeah.
So, are you in the doghouse, Bruce?
Not at all.
No.
They all told me I worry too much, and I thought, geez, I got to worry about that.
Worry about worry.
My doctor said I got the fretting gene. I fret about everything.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
Well, at least I do too. So
Yeah.
we're not that
Everything, when you're, especially when you got customers and you want everything to be just right, as right as you can make it.
You don't want comebacks.
Well, that Tecumseh I fixed is a iffy 50-50 comeback.
Yeah, but genius repair, Bruce. Genius repair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I never showed it on camera, but after I flattened that cam out, I mean, the cam is 1/8 of an inch, right?
Yeah.
I actually rounded it off a little bit too, so that if it is brushing up against the tappet, that it won't butt into it. So that was fun.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I was putting it together on the bench, and I was just spinning the flywheel. I think I put it in the video, and I heard a shh. As I was moving the.
Yeah, it was in the video.
Yeah. And then
I think he even
didn't
said,
say
"Did you
anything.
hear
I just
that?"
said, yeah, you hear that? And I didn't say why. And then later on in the video, when I was pulling the rope, I had the mic right up to the hole in where the muffler is. It was a good video. I thought it was a good video.
Yeah, it was a good video. Yeah.
I'm making them longer because I think I've cleaned too many carburetors online, right? And I'm doing more. Just people watch me in the shop, whatever it is, whether I'm drilling a hole or getting my coat caught in a lawnmower blade or whatever.
But you're not getting into stuff like Jake does, where something new's coming up all the time. You know what I mean?
No, that's right. No,
like if you had the volume coming in, you're going to find stuff that either people haven't seen or their people haven't figured out how to do it.
Yeah, I think I've cleaned enough Briggs quantum carbs that people don't need to see that for the 400th time.
And they still can't put them back together right. The last 4 lawnmowers I got in here were worked on by people.
Yeah.
And they were either the gaskets were in the wrong order, they were upside down, the auto choke thing was on the wrong side.
The throttle spring's on the wrong way so that the fat part hits the throttle.
Or the extension spring was stretched out when they were fooling around with it. You had to rehook up a new governor spring to it.
Mm-hmm.
But you could tell somebody was in working on all of them.
Fiddle fairies.
And then when you call them and say, has anybody worked on this machine? And they say, nope.
Nope.
I'm doing a generator right now where the guy, it's another one, synthetic oil again, spun a camshaft and the governor is broken right off. And it won't. You start the generator up and it either runs at 800 RPMs or 5,000 RPMs, and
No.
I can't do anything with it. So I have,
Close is the oil guy. Isn't there
so anyway, I
something-
have to think about this. I got the governor's right at the front of the machine, almost by the rewind, right? And I have to take the generator off, the shaft off, the rotors and stators can, and all of that stuff. And then I got to take the engine out. I got to take the sump off. I got to take the cam gear out to get to that freaking governor gear.
Yeah.
Jeez, is it
Yeah.
worth it on a champion generator?
Now, isn't there something that if an engine was designed to run on conventional oil that you're not supposed to switch over to a synthetic?
I don't know.
Close?
I heard that.
That's a load of.
I've heard
load
that
of-
too.
That's a load of B. It
We
really
got to
is.
check this out, boys.
I'm so old school. I still don't use synthetic, you guys.
Well,
No, but-
Bruce is just saying everything he's getting in's got synthetic in it, and it's all blown apart.
It's the camshafts that spin out.
Yeah, but it's not because of the oil it spins out. Trust me.
Okay.
What synthetic does, it creates actually a more slippery oil film between
Yeah, but-
two metal components.
My thought on it is that air-cooled engines run a couple of 100 degrees hotter than a water-cooled engine, and synthetic breaks down faster because they're running in an air-cooled engine.
No, synthetic will resist heat stress better than dyno oil.
Prolonged.
No, I mean it's bull because and then people have been talking about, oh, it'll swell the seals and yada yada yada. No, it won't. If you use high mileage oil, yes, there's something in there that's designed to swell the seals because an old engine tends to leak. It's a high mileage oil, but a regular synthetic oil is in any which way you can think of a better product for an engine.
You know, I don't even use high mileage oil in Frank. He's
Well,
26 years old.
No, why
Well,
would
you only put
If
800
you
kilometers a year.
Well, it's got
on it.
195,000 kilometers,
But
which
Bruce,
is about
but Bruce, if it doesn't leak from the seals, why would you?
125,000 miles.
Yeah, but if it doesn't leak from the seals, why would you?
No, the bell housing, or not the bell housing, but you know, under the torque converter, I call that the bell housing, right?
Yeah.
That is moist, and it's been like that for 10 years. It doesn't
Yeah.
drip. If it
No.
dripped, I'd have to re-pour a new floor.
See you, Tim.
Now, if you go to a gas station for an oil change, you think they carry all those different oils? No, they get a 55-gallon drum. They pump it into that yellow handle thing and pour it in your car. Every
You
car.
can request like well, I don't go in there anymore because the last time I went in there, I caught the kid putting transmission fluid in my engine, right?
Uh-oh.
He hadn't started squishing it in yet, right? But I saw it was a jug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You have to go to your dealer for the right oils.
Yeah. And it's the thing is, I mean, even if you look in terms of viscosity, if you look at an old 70 Brix engine, a little 2-horse, the sticker on there will say in wintertime use a 5W20. 5W20 in 1970.
Who's using a lawnmower in the wintertime?
It was a horizontal shaft engine.
Oh, okay.
But still, I mean,
I gotta go
5W
feed the cat. I'll be right back.
Yep.
You got to go
Well,
baste your
same thing with
turkey.
log splitters. We
You
asked
also
them if they're going to be using it in the winter because it's going to make a difference on what oil we're putting into that engine.
Yeah.
Like if you're using it in the fall, we'll still put the 10W30 in it. But if you're going to be using this thing during the winter, we better put 5W30 in it and then change it out. Although you could run it, it likely would run just as well in the summertime.
You know, Wayne, I put 10W30 in my snowblower because I keep it in the heated garage.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I have a couple of bottles of 0W30 that I used in my old car. I'm gonna try that on my Honda next year because that shouldn't make a difference.
Every snowblower that we've gotten into this shop over the last 10 years that's had a broken connecting rod has mainly been on engines that don't have throttle controls.
Yep.
They fire up and they run top speed, 3,600 RPM, right? And the record temperature always seems to be 29 degrees.
You know, on
It
my John
seems
Deere,
like it's 29 degrees
yeah.
when they tell us what day did this blow up, and they tell us and we check what the temperature was, and it was like minus 29 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's the same here.
Do you know what drives me crazy on my John Deere tractors is because they're older. You've got low throttle, full throttle, and then choke, like the Hondas, right?
Yeah.
And so that thing's going as soon as you pull it off choke, it's at maximum RPM. So as you know, if it'll stay running, I pull them right down to half.
Correct.
Now, they might shudder along for a little bit until
but I mean, if
it starts to feed gas. But.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're using a regular 30 oil in your snowblower at minus 20, that stuff is you can't dig it out. You can't dig it out with.
You can pour it, but you have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no wonder that the connecting rod doesn't get lubricated for quite a while.
And quite a few of them are Tecumseh 5-horse horizontals because that's the snowblower engine of the year.
Yeah.
You know, you could change that out, Bruce. You could put a manual choke, get rid of that other choke.
I could, but it works. And you know, I'm usually only playing with my tractors when it's warm.
But Wayne, I guarantee you, if you see brown connecting rods on snowblowers in the wintertime, if they had 5W30 in there, it wouldn't happen.
No, they had 5W30 in.
Then you need
I don't think you realize how cold it is here.
Minus 29 Fahrenheit's cold, man. Like, and if it's a 10 horse, try to pull like without an electric starter. I had our shed, minus 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Try to pull that recoil over.
You can hardly move the engine.
Yeah. You got to have the electric starter, or you're never going to get the thing started.
I have a new rule in my shop.
But what would happen?
It's a big difference.
I have a new rule in my shop. I'm going to interrupt you close. I got a new rule in my shop that if it's bigger than an 8-horse, it has to have an electric starter. I won't work on it. Yeah. I'm pushing 70, right? I'm not going to do that crap anymore.
Well, the other issue,
but Wayne, what if you put in a 0W30 in the engine? Wouldn't that help it out?
What?
In terms of starting cold?
Oh, likely starting cold. The whole issue is that when it's cold, it's not getting the lubrication when it's running at a high RPM. You're not giving it enough time to lubricate.
You're talking the same language.
Yeah, but I mean, if you used an oil that is thinner when cold, wouldn't that help out with the problem?
Easier to start.
Yeah. And run.
Yeah, and likely still lubricate. And the other issue is people don't change their oil on a regular basis, and the oil is breaking down.
Yeah, so it's almost going to be a solid.
Yeah, and the crankshaft to the connecting rod is starting to get a little bit of a pickup in there, and the next thing you know, like how many of you guys get equipment in for service that's got oil that's in reasonable condition? Like 99% of what we get in.
They're the ones I worked on the year before.
Yeah, is black. Yeah, unless you've serviced it before, you're getting in stuff that's never been changed, likely.
Ever.
Correct.
Yeah, it comes out like
it could be a 1999, Craftsman thing. And
well, guys, I gotta head out. So I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Take care, Hank.
Yeah. See you. Bye-bye.
You know, by the time they get that old, they're almost changing their own oil because they burn it so bad.
Yeah. And the other problem with the snow blowers around here is we just did one for a guy. He says to Jake, I want an OEM starter. That OEM starter for that Tecumseh was $310.56 for the OEM. But he wanted OEM. Jake ordered it. I think charged him $295 for it.
You guys are nice people.
And well, I give him a few bucks off that we covered the shipping. It was $15 shipping just to get that starter in. Yeah. But people don't realize that they got to use it. If it's got an electric starter, you got to use it every now and then too.
Yes.
And don't hold it on for like if it ain't starting and it's a car. Don't just they just lay on that
yard with the starter.
They think it's a car. They think you just keep winding this thing over and that starter's not going to burn itself out.
I had a guy in with a sweeper that he uses in wintertime, and this was only about -10.
Mm-hmm.
And he does a lot of the service himself, and he put in lawnmower oil, which is straight 30.
Oh, straight 30, yeah.
He blew a connecting rod for starting it at -10 because it's one of those that just goes, it's a set throttle, goes right up, runs for 10-15 seconds, and then snap.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because the oil is so thick, it doesn't lubricate.
Yeah. Well, Jake told me he wants to make sure that we pull the snow blower that he built out of 3. He did a video where he took 3 snow blower. Okay, so now the one he's built has got throttle control on it, which it never had before. He stole all the pieces off the other ones, right? And he made one with heated handles and everything. But he says we're going to check the weather report, and when we see it's going to snow, we're pulling the snow blower into the garage so it's nice and warm when we fire it up.
That's a smart move.
Yeah, mine. I have one. I have 3 snowblowers. I'm going to sell the John Deeres, you guys. This has been a big decision for me. I've got 3 snowblowers. The 2 are big. They're even too heavy for me to fart around with now, right? And I got a little Tecumseh 5 horsepower, 24-inch, nice, light, easy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep that one for me. But it's really been a big decision to sell those other 2 because the one's an 8-horse 1974, and the other one is a 726. It's a 726.
And likely both of them got nice big openings for the chute, right?
Yeah.
To let the snow get out.
Yeah.
Why they ever designed, I don't know why. I'm getting a bunch of snow blowers in now that the opening for the snow, it's like half the size of what the old ones used to be. No wonder they get plugged up when it's wet.
They get plugged up, but if they're actually working, they really throw the snow because the snow has been really congested. And
but now we're getting all this wet shit. Like
Yes,
we never used to get this much wet snow in the old days.
Even here we get wet snow.
Yeah, it's bad. Like it's been bad for the last couple of years. It's all been wet snow.
Mm-hmm. And I'm still fixing along the line. I'm just about stopped doing snowblowers but I got those single stage with the rubber paddles.
Yeah.
I mean, they're cute, but really, except for a deck up against the house.
No, but I mean, if you got a layer of snow, wet snow this much, they're perfect.
And they're nice for older guys because they all have electric starters.
Yeah, and they don't weigh anything.
No,
I've used them for foot-long snow.
Yeah, I've used them for some heavy stuff, and they wind out. They got so much torque to them, especially the 2-strokes.
Yeah, the bigger Toros work really nice, actually.
Yeah, the 2-strokes are amazing for throwing snow. Like they just don't even want to slow down.
And you know what? That thing you can start up in -20.
Well, there's no oil in it.
No, it's lubricated from the get-go.
Yeah.
But 2-stroke can be hard to start in the cold just because they're cold.
Yeah.
I've done a few ice augers, in the same thing, right? What's the name of those? Jiffy ice augers?
Jiffy.
Yeah.
3-horse
ice auger, 2-stroke. Ding, 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 ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
I like when you get a comment from a YouTuber. I did a video a while back on the hidden dipstick on the Toros because they have 2 dipsticks.
Yes.
Depending on how they place the engine, and no one knows about the one in the front. That's always when they leak. So this guy just said to me, I've been fighting an oil leak on this thing for 3 years. I just saw your video. No more oil leak.
Tighten it up.
One of the caps was loose.
Yeah, the front cap, the front yellow cap always is loose.
The Briggs are like that too. You'll have a dipstick and you'll have 2 yellow knobs down on each side.
Some of the Hondas have too.
Yeah.
And
usually one's easy to reach, one isn't.
He's lucky he saw the oil leak. How many have seized up an engine because they didn't realize it was leaking because the oil was so clean?
Well, a lot of times the oil will be leaking in the snow.
Yeah.
And they go do a few rows and boom.
I had that one come in that had the fake Tecumseh from China.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Wayne remembered. You noticed that it looked like a Tecumseh, you said.
Yeah.
And then the more I took apart, even the cam gear looked like the cam gear from the one I worked on. And it was a broken rod. The guy ran it out of oil.
Yeah,
good parts for me. Great parts for me, man. Fantastic parts.
Coil. So close. Were you on the last live stream when I said I got, and I think it's a 63 or 64 Hahn Eclipse self-propelled lawnmower. Were you on when I?
No.
Starts first, pull, buddy.
Nice.
First pull, 3.5 horse. I'm amazed. I've cut the lawn with it
That's
again.
what
I love
points,
this.
too. Got points.
I love this thing so much. But imagine that it's 60 years old. 60 years and it still runs smooth as.
Hey, look at me! I'll be 60 in 3 weeks. I still run smooth.
Are you still a one-pull wonder there, Kenny?
Yep. First pull start, buddy.
It is for me, Klaus.
Is that what you're talking about, Klaus?
I'll take any pulls.
Oh, you just went to baste the turkey. How'd that go?
Did you
No,
see?
but I mean, in terms of small engines, for me, the year is about 1989, 1990. From there on, it went downhill.
Well, I think even into 2004, I think they made some pretty good stuff.
They did.
Back, 20 years ago.
Well, now here, how many of you guys have worked on these Toro Time Masters that you got?
Oh, I hate them. Oh,
yeah, that you got to set the blades, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got time.
The one with the cog belt that sets the timing on the blades.
But you know what the trick is to that? When you're setting it, take off the front idler. Get them in dead nuts position, then stick the front idler back on with the screw loose. Because what happens is you try and set it, and then when you go to put the belt in its position, when you go to tighten it down,
it moves. Yeah.
So you don't put the front idler in, that little idler in the front. There's 2 idlers. Don't put the front one in. Pull the adjustment belt all the way
you
off.
can move them.
I clamp the blades in position. Then I put the idler on and tighten it down.
I've never worked on a Time Master, but we have these front-mounted tractors here. Well, with the cutting deck is out in front, and some of those have time blades. Yeah. And it's the same thing. It's the same approach as the Time Master. You set them. You mark off your pulleys so you know where you are underneath, and then you do the tensioner last.
Yeah.
See, now I've heard that a lot of them are jumping a tooth or two, and the blades are hitting.
No, it could be a tooth or two off. It still won't hit.
No,
it won't hit.
A tooth or two off.
But if you hit a tree root,
well, that's what happens. Yeah, they hit roots and stuff. Yeah.
That's what he says. I didn't hit anything.
It's like most modern engines now are interference engines as well. The valve's gonna.
I also found that if you buy your tooth belt too cheaply, you're gonna have problems.
Yeah,
because it will stretch.
Well, I saw what's his name, Jason Pate. He was doing a Time Master with the cheap Chinese parts. He was using the aftermarket timing belt. It's like half the thickness, the width. And I'm like, why would you do that?
Well, the one video he just did, I don't think I commented on it. It sounded to me like the blades were clipping each other.
Oh yeah.
Like I just heard a little tiny tick, tick, tick.
The only time I've had it where the blades hit each other was when one was slightly loose.
Right.
Yeah.
But there are the holes in there with the pins to hold them. There is an adapter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Boy, on my three bladed Piranha deck on the John Deere. Boy, did they ever come close to each other. Holy crap. They must be maybe an eighth of an inch away from each other.
Hello, John.
Brother John.
Hello. How are y'all today?
Good.
What's up?
You done with your signs for the day?
I hope so.
What, 3 more weeks? 2 more weeks?
You know what? We can hardly wait. We can hardly wait for you to be done this.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh yeah. I assure you, I feel the same way. We had that windstorm come through a few nights ago, and it tore up a lot. I think I fixed 25 big signs back in the past 2 days.
Is that the same storm that dumped a foot of rain on Puerto Vallarta?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
When she wins, John, how many years is she planning on going then?
Well, it's a 4-year term, and she'll probably run another time, at least one more time, if she wins.
That's what I want. A wife that supports me. That's what I want.
Hey, I do my share.
Trudy worked for 10 years after I retired.
Bruce, you're bad.
Hey,
my wife worked for quite a few after I retired.
My wife wants my daughter to have a baby so she can retire.
Yeah.
Look, all the crap I put up with for 33 years at 2 police jobs, I deserve to be retired right now.
Man, I've been working 40 and a half years already full time. I got another 5 to go before I'm 65. But I tell you, if I could do it all over again, seriously, I would definitely do it done public service. Really, I mean, whether it is,
Here we have to
services-
go
Are
until
you
we're
sure?
67.
no, but I'm not even talking like working in the dump or something.
But
I've
you
got
know
friends
what?
of mine that work in the dump, okay, recycling cardboard, that are making 6 figures and have a pension of almost 6 figures.
Up
It's
here,
ridiculous.
that doesn't happen up here, but
Oh, it's crazy here.
Doesn't
my
happen down
my
here either.
pension was 50% of what I made.
Yeah, here it's usually
And when
70 and 80%.
When I took it, I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna starve to death, right? Forgetting that it's actually by the time you get your check and your less taxes and your less everything, I only made 80% of what I used to make, not 50. Because if everything was reduced and the taxes, and when you're making a big dollar, you're taking big taxes. And so I hardly noticed it because we had a few things happen at the same time. Less university for the kids, and house was paid off. It all happened at the same time, and didn't even notice it financially.
Retirement is good, Bruce.
It rocks.
Every day is Saturday.
Well, and then I got into my YouTube pretty heavy there for about 8 years too, and that was almost becoming a job in itself because I was still trying to keep up two videos a week.
Brandon's comment
here. Now I'm relaxing now.
Brandon, in our town, that waste management, that's about their time, not about what they do.
Right. Well, they're paid to be there.
Guys, I gotta run.
Say hi to Jake and
Jake.
Jake
Today's they're working on the '67 Mustang again. This thing ought to be able to be ready to rock and roll pretty soon.
Just in time for the snow.
Okay, take care, guys.
Yeah.
See you, Wayne.
Take care, Mr. Wayne. See you later.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking, John? What are the chances? What do you think?
Well, if we get everybody out to vote, it should be okay. But it's getting everybody out to vote is going to be the trick.
What's the average usual percentage?
Oh, normally it's about 75. I think there was 45% voted in the primary.
Wow. Why is that? Because of is that just in general over there with elections, or this election in particular?
It's kind of off this year.
Yeah.
Don't know why exactly, but it is. But we're hoping for the best. We can get everybody to show up, and
you'll be handing out hot dogs at the voting stand, right? And,
yeah. I had the grill out there. I be throwing hamburgers and hot dogs to everybody riding by, going to the voting precinct.
There you go.
Those terrible pre-frozen burgers.
Yeah.
Wax paper in between each one.
Just go hot dogs.
Yeah, we tailgated the football game, the high school football game last night. I'm glad that's over with.
What did you serve?
Me.
Oh, so
I talked the whole time I was there.
Oh, Jesus, John.
But it was fun. I caught up with a lot of old friends I hadn't seen in a while, and Lisa got to see a lot of her old teachers and whatnot at the school, and she had a good time.
Good.
Nice.
People walk up to her, hey, you worked my aunt's death. Hey, you worked my cousin's death. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go stand over here for a little bit.
I'm the one who shot the cousin. I'm the one.
I could just see someone go up to your wife, John, and say, "Hey, you're gonna work my wife's death." Excuse me. Yeah, she hadn't gone yet.
Yeah, pre-planning. I'm pre-planning. Yeah. The thing I always heard that's I'd go to Walmart or something or Lowe's and, well, hey, Mr. John, I didn't recognize you with clothes on.
Thank you.
They saw me in my uniform all the time.
Yeah.
But anybody standing around was like, huh?
Cities,
I'm sure they knew.
Yeah.
Now, some of them had that
6
look on their face
dude.
like, okay.
Something big dude, 6 foot 8.
Yeah.
Didn't recognize you without your gun on.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't take my gun to the high school last night because, it was on school property. Even though I'm retired, I don't want to push the envelope.
Right.
Well, you're allowed.
But everybody I talked to were like, I got mine. They showed me their gun. I'm like, great. Okay, I should have wore mine.
Yeah.
But with all the
crazy,
the chatter about the uprisings yesterday,
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. We're lucky nothing major happened.
Yeah, exactly.
What was that?
Israel.
Ah, okay.
They called for
All the
Muslim
petitions and-
uprisings to
Yeah,
In all
do
cities.
stuff.
fatwa and all that crap.
October the 13th.
Yeah.
And plus, it was Friday the 13th, so we're like double whammied.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Crazy.
But everything went well here.
There's no solutions there.
No.
Nope.
Well, someone said, yeah, make it into a nice big glass sand pit.
Yeah.
no, but I mean, it's always been hard slapping down there. They don't muck about. Either
Well,
side.
us Christians, depending on where you're from had 3 world wars. Now I guess it's their turn.
Yeah, but the way they're doing it, though, I don't want to talk about it, but just with children and stuff. No,
I just hate it for the civilians. That's the
That's
tough
any
part.
of the civilians.
Yeah, they just went in there and we're just going to decimate this. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. And it, yeah.
Yeah, that's
And,
no.
and there's this Sunni and
Shiite,
right?
Yeah.
And they hate each other, but they're getting together on this one. And
But-
Iran's funding it just like
we're still public, you guys. But anyway,
But I mean, but in all honesty, if you're in the schoolyard, right, and the big bully's over there, he's about twice your size. You don't go over there and kick him in the butt and expect nothing to happen.
Right.
The problem is that they are taking civilians right in the middle, which is
well, they're also hiding behind their own people.
Well, you know what? All right. Hey, on that note, guys, we've been on for 2 hours and 20 minutes. So
Yeah, we should make it go private, and then we can talk.
Yeah, we can go private. But anyway, everybody that's still here, thanks for showing up. Like and subscribe to everybody here.
Now, somebody said something to me a little while ago, and I wanted to thank him again. Who was that?
Monkey Wrench.
Monkey Wrench. Thank you. Thank you, Monkey Wrench.
Monkey Wrench. Yeah.
He said his channel sucked because of you.
Yeah.
Just messing.
Right.
Just messing.
God,
Everybody have a good night.
Everybody have a good one.
Thank you for joining in, everybody.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up one of these days now.
All right, hold on. Let me end it. Take it easy, everybody.
Bye-bye.